What's up, everybody? We're live. We're live. All right. What's good, everybody? What's good? What's good? My mic sounds nice. Check one. Her mic sounds nice. Check two. What y'all gonna do? And all that other shit. Anyway, we're here. It's Wednesday night. So you already know what time it is. It's time for the Random Talking Indie Music Show. We are live, baby. Yes, sir. We are live on Facebook, live, YouTube, and Twitter. Yes, sir. We are your hosts. I'm 759 on the screen and on the scene, ready to do my thing, joined by my homegirl, everyone's favorite Minx, the Bronx bully, the beast from the east with a gap in the teeth, but it's perfectly okay. And if it ain't, go argue with your mama. Shit. Yeah, no, seriously, go argue with your mama. It's my girl, Minx Couture, Minx Contour, Minx Cuda, call it what you want to call her. Just don't call her a copycat. Do they dig, Minx? Or do they dig?
I hope they dig.
And if not, we've got two words for you.
Le Cheval.
Yes, ma'am. So we are here. We're back. I don't think we went live last week. I don't know what the hell happened.
It was just one of those weeks.
Yeah, it's a lot going on. It's a lot going on. It's a lot going on. Still a lot going on, but nevertheless, we are here to provide your entertainment for this evening. Let me find some for this incense before I burn down my house. Don't want to do that. Hold on a second. Your turtle. Here, you hold that. Mhm. Perfection. Look at that. All right, so we are indeed here. We are preparing, if not already on live on caffeine, are we not?
Yes.
We are live on caffeine. What's up to our caffeine family? Would you please like, share, and subscribe to this broadcast and future broadcasts? And also, caffeine, you might notice something a little different. You can finally read the bottom of our ticker. We see all of our information, where to follow us, and our lovely Ko-Fi link, which you can use to, help support the RTIM show, also the Ming Show podcast, and anything else we got popping up over here on Minx Radio. So you know what I'm saying? Y'all go ahead and use that to your advantage and just spread the word about this podcast because we've been doing this for going on 3 years now. And our audience is broadening and we would like to broaden it just a little more. So if you could just like, share, subscribe, that would be a start. Please and thanks. Thank you very much. And now that caffeine is here, and hopefully y'all are on time for the foolery, the fuckery, and the shenanigans. I think it's time, Inks.
Yes.
I think it's time.
It is time.
It's time. I've waited a whole nother week for this. It is time to unleash the illustrious, the always hated but never duplicated here, nigga. Damn. I'm gonna do that again. Hold on. They wasn't ready. Hold on. I said
It didn't marinate yet.
I didn't let it marinate. You gotta let it breathe. I said this is the often hated but never duplicated. Well, it's been duplicated a couple times. We're gonna talk about that in a minute. The here nigga. Damn. Because they did not ask sports, but you're getting it anyway because it's free. Because who don't like free shit? And also, happy Pride Month to all my LGBTQIA community. We love you. We just love the shit out of you. Thank you for existing. Thank you for being here, and thank you for being an addition to everyone's life, whether it be positive or negative. Because fuck that negative shit.
Facts.
Fuck the negative shit. So we are here. Minx, what's been going on with you?
Uh Lots of work. Just been working. No, it's just been real difficult. I think a lot of people are mad at me. They think I'm ignoring them.
Probably
Um
are.
I really wish I was. It just
She said, "I wish I was ignoring you,
my
motherfucker."
bayangs messed up my forehead, so now I got like a you see that little line that just
Ah,
goes.
let the would you catch the little bang yang tan?
Yeah, I got the bayang tan.
Not the bang yang tan.
Bayang
That's
tan.
different. That's different.
Yes. But yeah, I've been catching up on a lot of work. Just did a podcast last week, which was fun.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it was one of those spur of the moment things, though. It wasn't like I'm going to sit down and do a podcast today. No, it didn't go down like that. It was more like mic check, 1 2 1 2. Oh, I like the way my voice sounds, and let's just get in it. Let's just do it. So that's what
Right.
happened. I didn't, that's why I said it was like a informal podcast. It wasn't anything important. Well, it was, but it just wasn't like planned.
Right.
It was a quickie. A nice 45-minute quickie with some like dope music. And I felt good being back in the hot seat. I keep saying to myself, I feel like I fired myself. Like I feel like I fired myself. Like you were no longer on your show. Like fuck you, bitch.
Get the
Uh,
fuck out of here. Pack your locker.
right. So of course, I have been really taking the third rebrand seriously. Three times a charm.
It always is.
Right. So, we out here dropping press on them. You know what I'm saying? We dropping that press. We
Mm-hmm.
dropping new blogs, and I've been using like Minx Radio is officially like with TikTok. Right. So basically the way that I'm running Minx Radio is, I'll sit and say, I wonder how many producers, female producers I could find on TikTok today. And I find like 10. And then I highlight all of them as an embeddable video. So they're getting, the views and stuff from the blog
Right.
and of course follows from the blog. And I don't ever tell them like, fuck that. Like, why am I gonna hey, you sound like a scammer at that point. Like, hey guys, hey, so I came across your store. What do you want? What do you want?
Or like those record labels. Hey, I checked out your beats, bitch. Where?
Yeah. So I'm the type of person that it's gonna do like the reverse psychology of it. The reverse psychology for me is, like people always say, if you fuck with my shit, just share it.
Right.
You're a blogger, you fuck with my shit, then just write the blog and I'll send it to you, right? So
Right.
that's what I do. That's exactly what I do. I find an artist or a brand or some shit, I write about them.
Mm-hmm.
And then I hit them up and I'm like, hey, what's up? I just letting you know just in case you get some like, traffic or some shit. I wrote a blog about you. And they're like, oh my God, how much? Well, I don't have any money. It's not for you, it's for me. It's
Yeah.
it's for me.
It's for us.
I did it for me.
It's
I
for
did
us,
it.
but it's mostly for me.
Right.
Shout out to my homeboy DJ Wiz in the building. What's going on, bro?
Let's go, Jay.
What's going on, DJ Wiz? He got a new mixtape. Now that I'm sitting there seeing his name, go ahead and plug it real quick. He's got a new mixtape getting ready to drop. It's called it's part of his Time Blends collection. He's got like a million of these. Um, this is the verses edition. Respect my DJ Time Blends edition. This is the verses edition. So y'all please keep your eyes and ears. I think he drops on Wiz, if you still here, Audio Mac, right?
That's the way to go.
Yeah, audio. If it's not Audio Mac, it's somewhere else. It ain't my mix. It might be my mixtapes as well. But Wiz, if you're still in here, drop where everything's going to be dropped, and we'll plug it up for you, bro. We'll plug it. We'll plug it. Um, oh no, he just bounced. Okay, fine, fuck you. Um, it be your family. You know what I'm saying? It be your own family, but it's all love. But yeah, just look them up on my mixtapes. And also Audio Mac DJ Wiz 1987.
Over here
You
changing
will
my
see.
backgrounds and shit.
Look at that sexy. Go ahead and
No, it was the red one, but I turned it purple.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm
close
trying
the
to reach
kingdom.
it. My finger is
Re-
still fucked
And
up.
yeah, the QR code in the corner. Look at that, y'all.
Hell yeah, y'all better scan that shit. It ain't a scam, I promise.
But yeah, y'all check him out. DJ Wiz has been doing this for a mighty long time since he was a kid. So you
Fucking
know.
hate this shit. Okay, I think I got it. All right, that's
Okay.
better. No,
Okay.
it's not better.
No, it's
Fuck.
not.
I hate this shit.
Get it together, Max. Get it together.
Look, I done ripped the paper and shit like ah.
Rip, son of a bitch.
Okay, I did it.
Yeah.
I did it. And then she gonna come in 10 seconds talk about mommy, can I say hi? I'm like,
They just kicked you off of caffeine.
they did?
Yeah, you're not live, babes. Hold on, let me refresh.
Oh, because you know why. You know why.
Oh my god.
You automatically know why they do that.
But ain't nothing going on this evening, is it?
Yeah, it says I got kicked off. I got kicked off.
You get kicked off.
See,
We
this
had
is
8
why
viewers already, man. Yeah.
this is exactly why Even last night, like I had a bunch of like I have anxiety. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. Minx gets anxiety. I have anxiety attacks about going live as a gamer. Not talking, but gaming. Yeah. I get anxiety about that shit. Cause you nice, you know what I'm saying? You nice, you home and you doing the damn thing. And then when you got a bunch of, owls watching you, and then you start fucking up and then you look like you
Because
trash.
then you're paying too much attention to who's making the cut. I find it very
Distracting.
very much so. No, um, it's kind of impressive to me that people can pay attention to the game and also read comments and answer them at the same time. For those that don't know, we jumped into who's our girl? River Rain. Is it River? River's Edge. River's Edge. Sorry, I'm about to give her stripper name. River's Edge. We was in her stream for a little bit. Eh, Now coming to the stage, it's River Rain. We jumped into her live stream here on Caffeine for a little bit, and it was cool.
Yeah.
The fact that she was able to acknowledge us and pay attention to her game and answer questions, at the same time, that takes talent.
It
'Cause some
does.
'cause sometimes I can't do 2 things without saying, "Wait, what do I need to do?" Like, but
But
anyway.
it's more like, which I again, we don't use Twitch no more.
Wait a minute. It says I'm not following you?
What, on Caffeine?
Huh, that's weird.
I've been losing followers on all my platforms for some
Oh,
strange.
I think it was because I had signed up on my, phone. No, that was on my computer. I changed my password, that's why.
Oh,
And
oh,
I slightly forgot what it was. So hold on a second. I think I saved it on my phone. I'm quite sure I did. But yeah, shout out to you gamers. There's speaking of gamers, there's this advertisement that came on my Pluto TV app, and it's a documentary, if you will, about this gamer. His name's Cream Cheese. And from what I'm looking at this esports thing is a real big deal because these kids are not just playing for money, you know what I'm saying? And apparently when your team is losing and when things aren't going your way, you want to throw, your tantrums and all that stuff. Like they really take this to heart, you know what I mean? And me, I'm just a recreational gamer. You know what I mean? I play my Sims, I play my 2K or whatever, and I just hop off the game when I feel like it. These people are in it to win it, literally. And it sucks when they can't, you know what I'm saying? Oh, that's what it was. Boo, I should have known. So simple. I didn't know. I didn't know. If y'all hearing some buzzing in the back, that is my big ass metal fan that belongs to my grandma. I cleaned that bad boy up and it's kicking some wicked air right now. And I am hot, but I'm not turning on the air hot.
like clockwork. And then I was like, "Oh, it's not time for you yet." She says, "Oh no, I just want to know if I can go walk the dog." I was like, "Oh, oh, okay.
Update.
Thank you for walking the dog."
There you go. I just followed you.
Yeah, Caffeine. I think tonight they have an abundance of
Well, the only thing that's going on tonight, upcoming at 8. And that's the only thing that they got going on. URL prime time. That's all. At 8 o'clock. And then you've got some gaming going on, but that's about a half hour ago. So what's going on tonight?
what for gaming
Okay.
or
Yeah.
for you
For
all.
everything. Like it's kind of slow tonight.
It seems like everybody is well. First, we know that what's her face was found guilty of
Yeah, that bitch.
being
Yeah.
guilty of being alpha female.
She's shit in the man's bed. Like, so here's what happened in case y'all live up under some rocks. The whole 6 week long it was a 6 week long media circus, if you will. Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard, his ex-wife. She says that he beat her. He says that she beat him and shit in his bed, which she did, and also cut off the tip of his finger, which he got sewn back on. And it was a defamation suit of sorts. Both were deemed liable for some uh defamation. But Johnny came out 15 million richer. She get 2 mil, and I think they're going to press for perjury and some other shit on her because I don't know if y'all seen it, but that one clip of her on the witness stand with that tissue looked like she took a good old toot toot. So my mom says, well, I read somewhere that she actually had like some nitroglycerin drops in her tissue. And for those that don't know, in the movie business, you use the nitroglycerin to produce artificial tears. So you could act like you're crying. So when her dog stepped on a bee, you saw no tears. Not one piece of tear exited that woman's tear duct at no point of this trial.
Not
And the
one
whole,
tear.
not one, I would have believed her if she did this. I would have believed that. But no, my dog stepped on a bee. Oh my God, she's done some terrible things. And then the makeup kit, like she told on herself, like, come on, sis, come on, come on.
The fuck is happening with all these damn celebrities?
And she's a Taurus,
Oh, she is.
and he's a Gemini.
Oh,
Not that I don't know if that really means a whole hell of a lot to people, but
it does. It means something.
you would think she would be exhibiting the most Gemini behavior by doing some crazy shit like that. Like, how do you just drop a deuce in someone's bed, though, man, and try to blame it on the dog? He had no dog.
She did that shit.
Literally. Man, listen.
She did that
She did.
literally.
She did that shit. Oh my gosh. Um, but yeah, so that's what happened with that. Congratulations to Johnny. You know, someone had commented, this makes it hard for people to believe women and this, then listen. Domestic violence is domestic violence. Abuse is abuse. It happens to men and women. We just tend to believe the women more because it seems that more women are coming out with the allegations. But Johnny Depp's like, hell no, just because I'm a guy, and yeah, I'm good looking, and yeah, I'm popular, does not mean that I don't get punched in the face, does not mean that I can't get cut and bleed. This is what this crazy bitch did to me. So yes, you can believe women, but you can also believe men. And
Yeah,
I'm not saying he 100% did not hit her. I'm quite sure he might have shoved her. I'm quite sure he might have even slapped her. But from what she was talking about, we don't know any of these people to be honest. So we don't know what their nature is.
right. There's abusive relationships, and there's people that like
Like it's
I don't know why women like for some reason I don't know why this is right. Because there's a stigma that people don't believe that women, they don't pay child support. There's women
they
that pay
do.
child support.
They do.
There's women that get hit with domestic violence charges.
And they do. And rape. They do.
There's women that I mean, if we're gonna be singing that song, everything you could do, I could do like worse. 'Cause
A lot worse.
women are
Like,
fucking
bitch, what?
I've always said to myself, women are crazy, right? I'm a woman, I'll say that. We are crazy because we have emotions attached. Okay.
Yes.
With
We
men,
are
it's
emotional creatures.
right. That's why you have these crimes of passion, right? You could be passionately in love with someone and want to kill everybody that gets close to them, or you could
Right.
be passionately in love with someone where you like, if I can't have you, no one can. So this is the world that we live in. And I know I've been tweeting a lot like, "Oh, I don't give a fuck about this shit." I really don't. But if we're going to look at it in the aspect of where this is headed towards real life folks like us, I think that now which I have been saying, I think there's an attack on women. I've always felt like there's an attack on women, especially with the world that we live in. And now it's like you bitches want to be alphas? All right. Yeah, go ahead and claim alpha and don't get mad when you get simplified, okay? Okay, that's
I mean, you gotta keep that energy. Like
equal rights, equal lefts. I really believe
these
that.
hands are rated E for everybody.
I mean, I'm not saying like I feel like for instance, like even for myself with my man, when we argue, I try not like I'm one of those bitches that would love to press a man to that limit. Cause it's like, oh, I ain't touching you, but I used to be that way
Yeah.
with my exes. They'll tell you, bitch, you ain't this wholesome. No, I wasn't. I would
Not wholesome.
I would really push buttons Because my
And
whole thing was, if
see,
I can get you to clench your fist, then you ain't shit, right?
well,
That's how women are, right? We push out to the limit.
I the complete opposite. See, I don't that arguing and fighting and shit. Like, I will leave your ass talking to yourself. Like, I don't have the time. I don't. Like, what you're not going to do is raise my blood pressure. What you're not going to do is make me raise my voice because I hate repeating myself.
Oh, I
So
hate
if
that.
I have to repeat myself and we're in an argument and you're in my face and I see some fists clenched,
And
it's going to
teeth,
be bad for you.
and teeth.
And goddamn teeth, it's going to be bad for you. But because I'm not the confrontational type, but if this is really going nowhere, I'm just gonna turn my back and walk away from you because I don't. You do not want to get yeeted, and you definitely don't want to get punched in the mouth. And I don't want the police called on me. So yeah, no, I'm just gonna leave you to talk to yourself.
The police don't care. The
They
police,
they it
one
depends.
scratch, one scratch. You did that? Well, I was pushing him out. Put your hands behind your back. They don't give a fuck no more. They don't care no more. And that's why I say, like, women, we have to stop thinking that, again, equal rights, equal lefts, right? We have to stop thinking that we are like untouchable.
Of
That
course,
nothing's going to happen to us because I'm so dainty and nice and they're never gonna
this is the new time, baby. This is 2022, not 1922.
they are
See.
never gonna believe you because I am evil as fuck. Y'all sort of handed rocks to cradle. That shit ain't
Oh my god.
it ain't gonna work like that no more. You ain't gonna
That's a
be
slap right there. That is a slap right there.
favorite favorite movie though. Favorite or
Like
like
y'all seen them old Lifetime movies where the man and the woman they're married and everything seems all nice and perfect. Then here comes the other woman and she's like super obsessive.
oh yeah.
And then next thing you know, she's stalking the window.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, she's like showing up at the job. And then she's leaving notes. And then she's leaving voicemails. And then she's showing up at the house. And it's now setting a place at the dinner table for you because you're just lonely and you're a damsel in distress. Meanwhile, you're causing distress. And then if I can't have you, then no one can because he is now mine. And since you won't leave him alone, I'm going to kill everybody.
What the fuck is going on with my mic?
What the hell?
I don't know. It just keeps getting really loud and then really, really quiet.
I don't know.
Did that happen? Did you hear that happen?
No.
Did you hear that happen just now?
By the way, you get a new piece, mic filter.
No, it's the same one I had. I just like, plucked all the feathers off.
Oh,
The dog and the cat, for some strange reason, this gets all
oh, the
dusty.
dog and the cat were having their own podcast.
I believe it. The cat gets in here at night talking to the humans. We must do something about these humans.
The damn treats they give me. I wish they would switch it up.
No, this bitch is mad because I won't give her no treats. And I'm like, you keep getting a UTI, bitch. You don't need no treats. No kitty.
Cat treats do that?
Well, she's a dry food type of
Oh,
cat.
okay.
And the cats that I've always raised, like that's Gino's cat, but the cats that I've always raised, they've always had a wet meal. I've never liked to give cats or dogs hard food because you but then you're looking at it on the aspect of who is going to clean out the litter.
That is true. And wet food has a little bit more mush.
It has more mush, and she's like one of those cats that will take a little bit of kibble and dip it in the water and then eat it. I'm like, you're weird.
Oh, she's bougie.
She's a very bougie cat. She dips it like
Mm.
it's a 2 o'clock tea. Like, oh, okay.
Oh.
And then I find out, thanks to TikTok, you can't put water next to their food.
No, because the food's going to end up either in the water.
No, they just hate it. They just hate it. They're like, bitch. So I
Put
noticed,
my water over there. Put my food over here, and then put my litter box. Fuck the litter box. I go where I want.
right? I noticed that the cat kept drinking out of the dog's bowl because the dog's cat, her bowl and her food is on the other side of the house. So I would walk by and she's like laying there and licking, and I'm like, that ain't your water.
It tastes like dog drool.
She don't let the cat. Let the cat don't let the dog drink out of that shit. She will slap the shit out of her. Cats are evil.
Oh,
I don't care what no one says
very,
fucking
very.
cats, but I love
They're
them.
they're stress, de-stressors, and they're very independent. They're cute and cuddly, but they're mean.
They're very fucking mean.
Very fucking mean.
They hiss like fucking snakes. And this cat, it's like she usually looks at me like, you all right. but I still don't like you.
Like,
You're all right. You're an all right human. I just don't like you.
yeah, it with me, but I don't fuck with you like that. I'm gonna
Exactly.
let it be known. So, ladies and gentlemen, I have an announcement to make. And well, I'm quite proud of this. I'm not sure how to take it quite yet, but your girl has surpassed the 1,000 mark on TikTok. I now have, excuse me. This incense is killing me. Hold on, y'all.
Oh
Ooh,
no, not the incense.
I'm about to die. There we go, bitch. All right.
Not the incense.
Not the incense. Like, this shit is legit. It smells wonderful, but the smoke and the fan's blowing it back on me. And I'm like, I'm about to die. But yeah, back to my announcement. Your girl has 3,427 followers on TikTok, over 112,000 likes.
How the fuck? In a matter of a couple of hours, when you first sent me the first one.
That was a man. Listen, I sent Minx a screenshot, y'all. Matter of fact, I'm on her text right now, and it was during my lunch break, 2 days ago. Was it 2 days ago or yesterday? Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday, yeah.
And so I sent her a screenshot. Saturday, 2:13 p.m. or roundabouts. I had 526 followers. Then Saturday night, 555. There's some triples. Then yesterday at lunch, it was 1,657. And then it was 3,301. And now it's up there. You know what I'm saying? 3,427.
So was I or was I not capping
I
when
mean,
I said
when you said
that if you pick whatever the fuck it is that you do and you're really good at it and to keep doing that, did you notice the change?
I did. And then you were also right. So I have to give you, your props and a big thanks.
I'm just
Because
saying,
you was right.
because mofos be hitting me up like I'm trying to sell my beats. I'm like, bitch, nobody gives a fuck about your beats.
For real.
Nobody cares about your beats. Nobody cares about your music. Can you make people feel good?
And apparently I do.
Halle Berry that shit. Can you make me feel good?
Make me feel good.
If you don't
Um,
make people feel good, they're not gonna follow you. They're not gonna, and that's why I said, yo, stick to doing
I've
that.
I've been asked to do reactions. Before I do, hold on, let me turn this down. I want to shout out a couple of people real quick because um I don't want it to get fucked up like I'm copying this person and all. But shout out to star slay underscore gg. She does reactions as well and duets as well, and she uses the David head statue as well. So you know what I'm saying, y'all follow her name is star starr slay slay underscore gg. Also shout out to First Lady Flames. We shouted her out a few weeks ago after she bodied Jack Boy. She's on the card for June 25th from 6 till midnight in Washington, Maryland for the Eminence 3 battle. Chilla Jones versus Cuban, First Lady Flames versus Lady Caution, The Saga versus Elijah Strait. Oh, okay, this is a two on two on this last one. And then you've got, some appearances. Um, Again, June 25th, 6 to midnight. Tickets $30, Cash App, uh, Kells 1224, 40 at the door. It's in Washington, Maryland. So if you are in the DMV area and you fucks with battle rap, y'all please show your support to these battle rappers. But all I'm saying is let's go Flames. You know.
That's the
Uh
fact.
that's the facts. Also, shout out to everyone that's been telling me to duet some shit because it'd be funny. Like, can you please do a blind react? I'm like, it's kind of impossible doing a blind react because I have to see the video first.
Then
Like
that's not
you're gonna
fun.
end up, yeah, you're gonna end up seeing it first.
Nah,
before.
nah, nah, nah. If someone tells me to blind react, they get in the blind react, man. One
Now,
time,
what I
then when I watch the replay, if I'm like, well, that reaction wasn't a good reaction, then I react again.
like take two. This wasn't right. I didn't like that cut.
Facts. That's what I usually do.
Um, let's see who else.
I got a whole bunch. I should send you a few, man, because people be sending me a whole bunch. I got like 50 fucking DMs and shit.
Like, yo, you see this crazy shit? Yeah.
I don't know what to do. Like it's like it reminds me of that TikTok where the girl says, if you're gonna do a duet, like, can you just like, you know how they did like a whole montage of just don't just sit there, just like do something. So it's like they repeat it, and it's like people are doing extra things on.
Yeah, like what do you like? What do you expect?
Yo,
Like
some of those are hilarious though. I'm not
some
gonna.
of those are dead ass funny. Like I'm like, yo, who took the time? Like this one video that I have, and it was a stitch off of someone else's video, and got 762,000 hits off of this. Like seriously,
Wow.
like listen, I'm trying to plan my first live. I don't know how and when I'm gonna do it. What I'm gonna do.
That's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say, yo, so what the DJ stuff?
When we gonna do this? Nah, man. Let's see. I do have
It's a mind
I
fuck
am
to
the
go live.
huh.
It's a
What?
mind fuck to go live on TikTok. I'm just saying.
I just want to be able to do it from my computer though. Like
Me too. That's why I haven't gone live.
I don't know
They
how to.
purposely make you look ugly in the fucking camera. Cause I'm like, my shit look nice. And then
Well,
when
I'm
I go on
fucking ugly in real life, so that camera really ain't going to help or hurt me
I,
at
no, I
all.
go onto this shit and I look and I'm like, how come the Instagram camera don't look like this? Huh?
Like, let me put a filter on this shit. Like, I'm really not liking this. Oh goodness gracious. But anyway, but yeah, thank y'all. You know, follow me. My information is down in there somewhere. You'll find it. You'll see it. You'll see it. Um, in other news, y'all rich kids need to get y'all ass beat.
What they do now?
Like seriously, y'all need to get y'all ass beat. See, when you start seeing money, you start smelling yourself, and because you are a certain celebrity's kid, don't mean you can't get the fisticuffs, okay? So T.I.'s son King, you just recently graduated high school. Congratulations, all the best in your rap career, or whatever the fuck you decide to do. However, you were a punching bag in your school because you felt that you can talk to anybody any old kind of way because your daddy is T.I. He's the king of the South, the king of Banghead, the do blah blah do blah 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 blah. That's what they be doing to you, sir. Also, you decide to go to these people's Waffle House and you want to fight the employee for accidentally getting your fucking order wrong. I've never wanted to slam someone's face in the grill because I asked for my steak medium and they cooked it well done. That I don't know that's what happened to his order, but he said they messed it up. And he's arguing back and forth with the employee. And instead of getting your rich ass up and said, "Oh, well, never mind, let me do a reorder, or let me tip you anyway," blah blah blah. You decide to carry on and act god ding dang monkey. And well, people are really not understanding, including your own damn daddy, because it's very embarrassing why you decide to go to these people's Waffle House and act a god ding dang fool. Why? Just why?
Why?
Just why? Just the fuck why? Like local kids, listen. You disrespect the Waffle House employee and somebody that knows you or knows your mom and daddy see you acting out like this. See, this is the problem. We don't have villages anymore. Our villages have ascended into ancestorship and ancestorship or whatever the fuck you say. Anyway, we ain't got that village no more, so now these kids are growing up thinking they can say and do whatever. They don't have to respect nobody, and they can just throw hands with whatever, with whoever and whatever. But again, especially if you have money and you are a rich kid, you are a privileged kid. You ain't come from no gutter, you ain't get it out the mud. You came from a $1 million house with 18 cars, 3 swimming pools, and a Shih Tzu named Hot Pocket, and you think that you can just go around and do whatever the fuck you want to do with no repercussions and consequences. But little do you know that you are very embarrassing to the people that actually fuck with you and to your own family.
And not only that, you could have a silver spoon and all that shit,
And
but
still get your ass beat.
I was always taught you treat the doorman, mailman, all those people the same as you would a CEO.
That part.
So I have never in my life, like, I really feel like the problem. What do they call these kids? Affluent.
Affluent. Entitled as fuck. Let's call it what it is.
I would really hate to see my, because my child, unfortunately, I have literally had, I keep correcting her because when you're a parent that always says yes you can have that, yes you can, only child syndrome, right?
Well, that didn't happen for me.
Well, with her, I blame myself because I've been told no my whole life as a kid, and that's not a good thing to put onto your kids, right? Because then after a while, you used to say, "How come I can't get everything I want?" Right? How
Right.
come everybody else? Now I see why. Because when you say yes and you keep saying yes, and yeah, can I have this toy? Yes, but it's not a holiday. Okay, now you are the parent, and now you want to spoil your child with everything that you didn't have.
Mm-hmm.
And now you see why your parents have said, no, you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't have this extra snack, there's no sneaking no shit before dinner.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I didn't want to be what you call the mean parent. I see why we got our asses whooped. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, till you don't want to become a doormat to your kids, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be on Dr. Phil 100%. My
Lord.
grandmother always said it to me. She says, you're gonna wind up on Dr. Phil with these fucking kids are gonna tell you to go fuck yourself. I'm like, but you don't understand. I want them to love me. I want my children to love me.
You
She's
can love them and still say no.
You
They
love
may
me.
not understand it at that moment, but when they get older and they see how fucked up these kids really act, they'll
Yep.
understand why mommy said I couldn't have this toy. Now
What
I
up?
understand why she whipped my ass.
We got a Javo K says, I understand. I know.
I the same. I
I'm a person that just, I always say, as a kid, when I become an adult, right? I had it
That was the dumbest shit we've ever said.
right. Because it ain't, I literally sat there one day. I said, when I become an adult, if I'm hungry and I want to have another egg sandwich, I'm just going to fucking make it because I'm an adult and I could do that. Right. Another egg and cheese. Right. But then, you sit back and you feel guilty. Like, did you really want to eat that second egg and cheese sandwich
Or
when,
you just being a gluten.
I'm a fucking glutton for punishment? But we can't do that to kids, right? This is why, unfortunately, you got a lot of spoiled ass kids. And then, of course, you on apps like TikTok where kids are showing their intelligence
Mm,
and they just have no type of home training.
none.
Jab says, I don't think Bill Gates kids inherit anything. Well, they definitely don't. They don't get to use the same shit that we do.
Ain't that the truth?
And
There's
Mark
and see
Zuckerberg too.
again and now here's the difference between Bill Gates's kids and Ti's kids, and I think we all know the difference.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They're both privileged, but there's an element to it. There's an element to it, but in King's case, like you're already being bullied or are bullying in school and getting in fights. Like I saw a video of him and some dude in the bathroom, and the boy, what's with y'all in the boys' bathroom? Okay, y'all in the boys' bathroom fighting. It ain't really a fight per se. It's kind of one sided, but it looks like King was taking an L, and then y'all grab and tussle around. There's no fist being thrown. There's nothing connecting. There's not even a windmilling. Y'all just grabbing each other and trying to drop one on the floor. That's y'all's idea of fighting. Have at it. But I had read on some, I think it was Twitter, that a lot of local kids in Atlanta uh go to this private school, go to the school where a lot of the rich kids go. And they said King ain't like that. Just because he's T.I.'s son don't mean he ain't gonna get his ass beat. He's a kid still. They don't see that status. Yeah, you T.I.'s son, but you're also gonna catch his ass whooping. And
Which
it's not because you're T.I.'s sons, because you keep running your mouth.
and that's the thing about being quote unquote privileged, right? I hate to say it, but I was privileged. I'm not embarrassed to say it. I just said I hate to say it.
Like that quietness.
I was a privileged child, right? And I guess I was the only one that didn't, I really didn't give a fuck about, I didn't. I always like the finer things in life to a limit.
All right.
Um, but when you come across people that, like myself, I didn't really consider I thought everybody was privileged. I thought everybody, like, I thought, okay, your mom and dad work and great. That's a privilege because some parents don't work, right? Or, oh, your grandparents are taking care of you. That's a privilege because some grandparents are deadbeats, right? It all depends on, in my opinion, what I believe privilege is. I think privilege is having something that other people don't, right? A lot of people, like some of us, you know, didn't have, like, some kids didn't have moms, some kids didn't have dads. I thought it was a privilege to have either or. But when you're talking about when you get older, as far as financials, right? My mom never sent me to school with no money. That just was never, I had to really talk her into, Mom, all the kids are eating this thing called school lunch. And I want to get in
The
on that.
privilege of school lunch, honey. Let me tell you.
Right. I was like, you sending me to school with a fucking sandwich, gourmet ass sandwich. I'm like, I kind of want to, like, see.
In a lunchbox with the thermos.
And the thermos.
The real thermos, not that fake shit. Not the
The
dollar
real,
store thermos. The thermos that says
it,
thermos on the top.
it was the type of thermos that, you leave juice in that shit for a whole summer because you forgot. And yeah, you clean that shit right off. Right off.
Just skip.
But for me, I felt, I didn't like being privileged. I always got beat up for that. Like, you fucking smart bitch.
How dare you know shit?
Oh, my grandfather, like, one of the things I got teased about a lot was that, I said to my grandmother, can I take this thing called the cheese bus? Apparently these kids, they don't have to wear seatbelts and shit.
Just bounce around all in the back seat.
She's like, well, why would you want to take a school bus? Like, she was just so offended. Like, how the fuck do you ask me? I was like,
Ooh, school bus germs, kids, ew.
I kind of want to see what that's like. So she was like, all right, fine. So my grandfather, I will never forget, he looked so hurt. You would have thought that, he's, putting on, because my grandfather used to, like, dress like Cliff Huxtable. He had, like, the fucking vest,
The sweaters and
sweater. He used to have the hat. He used to have his newspaper. I said, Grandpa, don't worry about it. We're taking the school bus. And he's just like, oh, all right. And when I saw that
he
shit,
was hurt. He was hurt.
feelings were hurt. And
Oh.
I took the school bus and I sat in the back and I was like,
Oh, you made the biggest mistake of your life.
this is all y'all do? Y'all scream and yell? I'm driving home to some fucking jazz. Like, what the fuck?
Y'all listening to damn Run DMC. I'm in the backseat listening to John Coltrane. Shit, we are not the same.
Listen to CD 101.9. Do, 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 do. My grandfather tapping his finger on the steering wheel. Nah, you got the school bus. Shut the fuck up and sit the fuck down. You're like,
It's like the beginning credits of Lean on Me.
right. So I go to my grandmother.
With the graffiti all over the damn hallway. That was the school bus for you.
I said, I tested the school bus theory, and unfortunately, I don't like it. You know what she says to me? Unfortunately, we paid for a whole year for this.
Well, damn. And now you have to get on the school bus, ride in the back, and wish that no one talks to you. Yeah, no, back of the bus etiquette is nasty because there is no etiquette. I mainly sat, like, in the middle to almost mid back, to where if the back was the VIP, I was at the front door.
Right.
But I never got in. But
Right.
that was like my first whiff of, weed outside of where I grew up. You know what I mean? That was my first whiff of kids making out in the back seat, kids getting in fights. Like, I got in a fight in the front seat. Like, but the back seat was the one place you did not go if you did not want to be part of the riffraff. And I don't know if y'all have them in New York, but here in Virginia, we have these things called video cameras on the buses because we don't know how to act. I was in the 7th grade, and of course, we were a bunch of ragamuffins, juvenile delinquents, if you will. And there was some ruckus and commotion going on our bus specifically in the neighborhood that I'm in right now, about 25 years ago. And so they wanted to make an example out of us. And my principal, Mr. Booker, 6'6", freckle faced fool, pulls everybody off the bus and says, "Kids, follow me. We go to the library." The fuck we doing in the library? He pulls out the TV. Oh shit. Never mind now. I don't even care. I got math next period. I don't even give a fuck. We could stay here all day. No, it was a tape of us acting crazy.
Oh shit.
You got the geeks in the front, the ones that really don't do nothing. You got the mid that's a little rowdy. That's where I was in the mid, but I was still seated because whatever. And then you got the back of the bus was like a big ass mosh pit of anything could happen. He said, "You see this here? This is not how we conduct ourselves on school buses." And not only did he show us, but we had the morning announcements, WLMS News, where we talked about school shit and showed some local news stuff that was happening around Lynchburg. And he made copies of this tape and pretty much broadcasted it to the whole school. Like, this is how you should not act on a school bus. And bus 57 stayed getting pulled over for any doggone thing because the bus won't even leave the school all the way. He will pull off on the side of the road. He don't give a shit. He said, "Listen, I'm not moving this bus till y'all sit y'all asses down."
On God.
On God and the homies. Like, if y'all want to keep playing, I could put you off this bus. It will not be a privilege. Dear, you have no idea how bad I want to get off this bus, but there's no city bus that takes me over here.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so consider yourself lucky.
Jav, okay, said, write it. He says, right, all the kissing happened in the back of the bus.
Kissing, some BJs, some HJs, a little bit of everything. Some smoking, some J's, a little bit of everything in the back of the bus.
Even some Mr. J.
Some Mr. J.
No, for real. No, I kind of regret. Jav says, "Yep."
A whole lot of J's were going on in the back of the seats.
I kind of regret that. That's why I said, with Gina, I let her tell me what she wants to do. I told her this. I said, "Look, you got two options." And again, we haven't touched this, but our hearts go out to all the victims, every victim that perished in that horrific shooting.
Yeah.
And it's leaving a lot
This
of us.
should have been part of my topic list. I forgot to put it up there.
Yeah, well, we try not to bring y'all, doom and gloom. We
There's been a
mention
lot of it. We'll
Yeah.
we'll touch
we
on
mention it, we touch on it, but we don't spend too much time on it. But I will say that you motherfucking police officers, man.
Y'all ain't shit.
I don't want to hear not one thing. I don't want
Really?
to hear not one thing any further.
You
Y'all
heard the story about the woman that broke in and got her kids unarmed.
there is no way possible as a parent you're going to tell me that I'm not going in to get my child anywhere, whether there's danger or if I want to take them to Disney World. Right. But the thing is, like, I discussed this with a couple of people. I said, public schools are technically private property. The government owns that.
Mm-hmm.
So where are we at? Right. I literally said, I think parents should take their kids out of school, public school in general, especially after this shit.
That would definitely change some parents' minds. Yeah, for sure.
And you got all these teachers that are amazing. There's amazing teachers. For whatever reason, whatever your status is, you were fired. You're not allowed to teach anymore because of your status. Okay. You mean to tell me a bunch of teachers can't come together and start it takes a village school? I would be part of that.
All right.
Just like you said, and I had an epiphany the other day. That's why I said, I tweeted the other day. I said, there is no more fucking villages no more. There's no more villages. A village is not a village unless it's been invaded. And our village has been invaded and hijacked by this government that is not allowing us to be parents and not allowing us to raise the children of today. Even if you're not a parent, you could be a sponsored parent. I would love to be a sponsored parent for a kid that needs a mother figure,
right,
or a big cousin figure.
Yeah, same.
We don't need them. They need us. We are paying all this fucking money in taxes.
And then they just back a few years, the police department had gotten some money raised for some like new equipment and shit.
Yeah,
This was like 2018 or something. They were given like an egregious amount of money for some bullshit that they didn't even try to implement to save these kids. But big up to the man that was in the barber shop who came in and saved his kids. Shout out to the woman that was in handcuffs, knew a couple of police officers, convinced them to unhandcuff her, and then proceed to 007 her way into that school, get her two kids, and bounce the fuck out.
see, and you know what?
Shout out to them.
On top of all of that, this is why I say that we as people, as American citizens, like we have to really start taking that magnifying glass and looking at the people that we, because you
Mhm.
remember the word is like, I'm a cop. No, you're not. You're not a cop.
You're supposed to be a public servant. You're supposed to
You're
serve the public.
you are a public servant, right? And quite frankly, I think every single one of those mofos have disgraced the badge. You have
They
disgraced
should
the
all
badge.
just leave.
You cannot be a police officer. Look, I know
You
police
can't sleep
officers.
at night knowing you did nothing to help.
I know police officers that have told me that their first initial reaction for everything is not to shoot. The real good ones.
Yeah.
But if there is a grave threat like that, your whole position of being a police officer is to put your life on the line, which is what they call y'all heroes.
You got on bulletproof vest, sir.
Like
Mhm.
I'm about to fucking like get fitted for like a Power Ranger suit, you know what I'm saying? And just call it a day. Like I'll be the Purple Ranger. Okay, I'll be the Purple Ranger, and and and,
I can
and
see
yeah,
you now. I can see you now.
I'll even do Catwoman. You know what I'm saying? But somebody's got to save Gotham, and it ain't these mofo's.
Nah, that there should be no reason why kids can't go to school. There should be no reason why they can't be in their neighborhoods and play without the imminent threat of an 18-year-old psychopath. And speaking of school shootings, there was a 10-year-old who threatened to shoot up a school, and they caught him in time.
That boy wasn't gonna shoot nothing.
You should see his mugshot at 10 years old. You're
Yo,
gonna have that for the rest of your life, sir.
they used him as an example, right? They used him. What the fuck? Look, these kids. This is why I say this is what's going to happen. Because eventually, we knew that they were going to blame hip hop. We knew they were
Did
going.
they? Did they for the current one?
Yeah, yeah. They blamed hip hop.
I read they was blaming border control because he was Hispanic.
I think they border control needed to be distracted. That's why the cops didn't do shit. They were
And
like,
then
oh,
the police lied and said that one of the teachers left a door open. No, don't
and
do
now
that.
they're not cooperating. This is the thing that makes me laugh, right? And I hate to bring this up, but it's like everybody needs to understand the pattern here. Unarmed people are taken the fuck down.
Mm-hmm.
Unarmed. Okay? You don't, your threat is your tongue. I don't like what you said to me. So fuck you, you're dead. But you got a mofo that is an active shooter that is killing everybody in sight. And we were told to stand down.
You have an active shoot. They didn't do that shit in Columbine.
Y'all never
They
saw
didn't do
Rush
that.
Hour?
They didn't see that shit at Virginia Tech. They didn't do that shit anywhere else. When they got that call, they jumped into action, had a plan of action, and they executed said action.
They didn't watch Rush Hour, how Jackie Chan and fucking Chris Tucker was always off the script as cops. Y'all never saw that
But they made the shit work and they saved the day every time.
you what you gonna do? I saved the day. Like this is why I say right now as parents, like I literally said, I was like, I really want to homeschool my child. Not because I'm scared, but I'm actually like tired because you're talking about you send your child to school and they come back with new habits that they've never had before because those parents are fucking deadbeats, right?
Mhm.
Their children are being babysitted by fucking YouTube. Okay. So your child that's well behaved goes to the park, goes to school, whatever, comes back and says, Bobby, fuck. Who taught you that? See, this is why I
The
say
kid I was sitting in beside my class.
people that, when they say respectfully, they'll say, oh, I'm not a parent, so, I don't understand. But you understand that you were in school at one point
Mm-hmm.
and you know good and damn well that you was picking up things and going
Oh, I
home.
I definitely picked up some stuff along with some suspensions. Yes, I've picked up some stuff.
Right. So you can't say to parents, you can't tell parents, right? And that's one thing I can't stand when I see people write in the comments on Facebook or some shit like, "Oh, you need to pay better attention to your kids." I'm at work. Like,
Like, I don't have a camera on my child 24/7.
I am at work. Most of our parents were at work. They trusted us to do the right thing, which we know good and damn well it was parlay. Okay.
Yeah,
You had a couple of neighbors that were snitches, but they were the village. They were the village idiots.
the village snitches for
But
sure.
it took a
I
village.
had a few.
It took a village. And this is why I say we are at the point now of this quote unquote reset. Everything that's happening is going back, right? So now we're going back in time. Like parents, we know we ain't making that kind of money to be sending no damn kids to no fucking private school, but we
Mm-mm.
should still have the same luxuries as if we are. And if I'm paying taxes and y'all mofos is taking every little piece of my money and it's going towards the public school system, then there needs to be either a better security system, because it's more like we're not saying security for just in case somebody shoots some shit up. You got to have somebody that's there that's going to break up fights, that's going to
Mhm.
combat bullying, because I think security should be involved with that. You
Right.
see someone being bullied, write them the fuck up, do some
Big
peer
facts.
intervention.
No, big facts. Like when I was telling my friend this the other day, we had to go pick up her son from school. He wasn't feeling well, and well, the school where it is, it's in a cut. You would have to really like the safeguards of a school. I don't think that little kids like that should walk into a school and the first thing they see is metal detectors and bulletproof vests and bulletproof shields and like that kind of sort of makes kids not want to go, and that like you're there to learn and to be safe while you're learning. I should not have to send my child to school and next thing you know, I get a call saying, yeah, so the school's being shut down. It's under a threat. What you mean? Oh, well, there's an active school shooter. Why is there an active school shooter? And now you have these little TikTok hacks for teachers on how to combat a shooter to from coming into your classroom with this little latch hook idea where you screw in like the little thing here, you put the little thing there so the gunman can't penetrate the door. Like, is that where we are as a country?
And when I went to high school
We
in
have to
New
put
York,
deadbolts on our classroom doors. Seriously?
they that's the first thing we walked in. Hey, what's up? Oh, yeah.
Like, I did not come to school to get patted down and treated as a criminal.
I did.
First thing in the morning.
I did.
I would feel some type of way if I went to my school and seen, oh, welcome to EC Glass. You mind putting your hands on the wall? Assume the position. We gotta patch it out. Huh? I'm here to learn and hopefully graduate. Like, what do you mean?
Well, we had security. Huh?
Like
I
we
think
had
it's on the
four
TV. We
we
had
had four principals and SROs, but that was about as far as it went. Now SROs really wasn't doing what they were supposed to be doing.
we had security, and we had because across the street where we were at in Westchester County, right across the street was a police station.
Oh shit.
Right down the street.
Convenience.
Yeah, but I mean that's when I realized. I said, "Are we in the burbs in Yonkers? That's what this shit is?" So is the police station here, and then there was a fire station on the right, right? But they had in the basement headquarters, like for the school police,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because I never forget it. I was walking to school with my sister. That's the first time I witnessed a flasher. Um,
Oh no.
I,
Oh
I
no.
I couldn't believe it. I was like,
Like, hey.
I said, why does he have a sausage in his pocket? My sister's
Oh.
like, that's not a sausage. I was like, oh.
In a trench coat. Oh, nothing to see here.
He was just like, hey, can you guys show me how to get to Sesame Street? I'm
Oh
like, what? Why
no.
is he cooking in the car? I was a kid. I didn't know.
Very
So
naive. Very
I,
naive.
I go, my sister's all mad because she was more mature than I was. I was a ditz. Um, she was like, you don't understand what just happened. I was like, Yeah, the dude was making the sausage in the car. I don't know why he couldn't get the packaging open. I don't know. So she's like, no, he flashed us. He showed us his winky dink. I said, okay.
The winky
So we had to go to the,
dink.
my sister wanted to really escalate this shit. I was like, man, just go to class, man. She's like, no, you don't understand. He might be going after looking for other girls and stuff. I was like, okay, MacGyver. So, we go to the principal. She's just like, yeah, this is what happened. Man, when I tell you that I was so mad at my sister, I was like, "Yeah, okay, now you got news 12 coming. Fuck. It's like, so please tell us about your experience of what happened. I'm like, the dude had sausage in his hand. I mean, I don't know anything else. But it turns out he was he was on the registry. You know what I'm saying? I had to go down to the police station, and I was so mad at my sister that day. I had
You had to
basketball.
make a statement. What the fuck?
Fuck, man. All right. So then, at that point, the police there, the police presence there made me feel comfortable. But other kids don't have that luxury. They get flashed in the Bronx, and it's just an everyday thing. It's just, oh look, his sausage is small.
Vienna sausage.
Like, I can't imagine. But again, it takes a village, and parents have to do more. Like, parents have to stop being fucking scared. Like, what the fuck are y'all afraid of?
See, we don't have freaks and geeks like that. We have occasional crazy people that talk to themselves. We have people who walk up and down the street all day cussing themselves out. But we don't have the random streaker. We don't have the flasher. We don't have the guy that just pisses in public. We don't have those type of people. Someone just randomly walking around butt ass naked down the street in downtown Lynchburg. Like, we don't have those types of entertainment.
Damn, you wouldn't want to come to New York then.
Like, who the fuck is gonna say, you know what I want to do, Minx? I want to go to Brooklyn and get on a subway so some weird guy can flash his junk to me. That's what I wanted. Like, no one ever says that.
Oh, in Brooklyn, you're holding on to the rail as they're
Bumping all into you trying to cop a feel.
Can I help you? Shit. Whole fucking car full of free seats. You want to fucking ride on my seat?
They say step one, never have a seat, never sit.
I always make sure I sit. I sit all the way at the edge, right by the door, because you always get that "Me gato es mi Dios." Ah!
No, the homeless population is growing, I noticed that in my city as well, because good old Lynchburg. Why are you charging $290,000 for a one room ex travel lodge that was used to trap dope in? Like, how are y'all doing this? Gentrifying the fuck out of a hood and then charging twice the price. And for what? Meanwhile, you got people out there sleeping on bus stop benches, sleeping in front of churches, sleeping in underpasses. Like, what the and then still you want to close the two housing buildings to house people in. Like, why would you do that? Oh, but by all means, let's take this old warehouse and make a high price loft for $3,000 for one bedroom and a tiny ass bathroom and a mediocre kitchen, and but the view of some brick walls. Yeah, that's what you're gonna pay for.
Those are the PPP loans. I really sat and I thought about it. Why the fuck do you have to make 5 times the amount of what your shit in a fucking hole is going to be? Because if I'm paying, like, our rent here, I think it's like $1,800.
Why?
Nice shoebox.
Shit.
Okay, so
my landlord, I think, is the only one. He's a private renter, but I think he's the only one that hasn't raised his rent up on us. And I thank God for him, because where the fuck are we gonna go?
Like, how
for $650? Like, where are we gonna go?
How do they expect people to survive?
They don't.
They can't. You got people opting out to going to Home Depot and buying those little tiny homes.
Sheds. Yeah.
And I'm ready to look. If all I got to do, because look, at the bottom line of all this shit, like I've been telling people, conspiracy theory or not, one of the most valuable assets to have in life is land. If you don't have fucking land, then you don't have a portion of history, right? Like, I literally, like, this past weekend, I just was like, Where did my great great grandmother come from? I just started researching and all this shit. And I tell you, one of the things that I found, which was crazy, was one of the documents, even if you don't want to do ancestry.com and shit like that, one document that is always accurate is the census.
Mm-hmm.
And when you look at the census of how much rent was,
Like $2-3,
and then where it is now,
two three
everything comes.
thousand dollars.
What's up, Roger? 1998.
Enjoy your stay.
Thank you. Thank you. Enjoy your stay.
Thank you. They are cool looking, and I kind of want one, Jeff. I really want one.
I think the cheapest one I saw was $30,000.
Shit,
You pay
that's not bad at all.
you pay what, $600 a month, like I mean, what you would pay for rent, whatever
Yeah.
your taxes is. I said, can I get this on Klarna? can I get
Corner.
this on Klarna with what for easy payments? Look, all you need is land, right?
Yeah.
You get
and get your water line and power line and get all
land,
that straight.
power, water. Get the fuck off of the grid.
And internet. I'm going to need some internet.
Like, yeah, of course. I'll probably get. No, I was gonna say Elon Musk shit, but I don't think I want that. Starlink, yay! I got the Starlink.
Yeah, no thanks. No thanks. No thanks.
No, but that's what eventually what's gonna happen. Get you one of them $20,000 build it yourself homes like The Sims, and build your own shit. Like that's
Wouldn't that be some cool shit if I said, okay, here I have $12,500. What can I get with that? And they said, hey, you can get this fully furnished. You said, okay, let's put that right there, and boom, you have a fully functional house.
I'm putting that shit next to the lake. I even sent Gino. I sent him a link. He's like, "What is this for?" I was like, "For future reference," because that's what eventually you're gonna tell me.
It's gonna come down to people that have been in the city far too long. They're going to start to look for farmland. They're going to start to look for other places to live that's quite cheap. I think I mean everybody's feeling the pinch, duh. Like everybody's rent has gone up. Places like California, do not go. Dallas, do not go. Atlanta, fuck that. Like
Roger says, live in a barn. I would live in a barn.
I will jazz that barn up. There'll
I would live in a barn.
be the flyest barn. You will not smell not one piece of straw or horse shit. It's going to be pristine, honey.
I'll be out there shaking my fist in the air. Grandma, you asked me, do you live in a barn? And I could finally say, yes! I do live in a barn.
Shut my door. You think you live in a barn? Yes.
Why, yes, I do.
Why, yes, I do. Would you like a tour?
But listen, that's all New York City is, right? People are like, oh, that's too small. Bitch, $2,500, you get a corner in New York. You get a little corner.
Hope you could put an air mattress in that bitch.
I'll be like, look, the bodega cats, are y'all renting?
Like we need some help.
I'll sleep on the bread right there.
I'll take the back end piece, if you will.
Right.
Yeah, no, I saw a 3D tour of a New York City apartment. And while I always thought it was cool to live in one of those brownstones, you can forget it. You can the fuck forget it. Like when I watched the Cosby's as a kid, I'm like, yo, they showed the front of that apartment. I say, ain't no way that house looks like that. There's no way that whole apartment looks like that, like built out like that. There's no way. Y'all just use that as a facade. Like, okay, look, we're in Harlem and this is what the brownstone looks like. And then bam, you got this big ass illustrious Bel Air type build. Is like, wait a minute. That's not, I don't believe it.
Jav says, I've lived in a studio before. I've lived in a studio.
I've wanted to live in a studio, but at the same time, I don't want my bedroom not right next to my kitchen.
Yeah, I don't want to have my toilet next to my bed.
Yeah, no.
Open the door and it's uncomfortable. Like it's uncomfortable. It's what I like about, like, my grandmother was very, 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 like, she was home and gardens before home and gardens was home and gardens. She would have jazzed that. Okay, you get yourself a little divider.
Yeah.
Okay, right there with some beads. Okay, put your
We're gonna
little
get we're gonna get a plant right here.
you put a little plant to separate the space. You know what I'm saying? This way it feels like a kitchen, and you're like, but this is a hole in the wall.
It's just one big continuous square.
Right, so it's just a. I say that New York City is bugging for the prices that they're charging. I'm like, look, y'all can't even upgrade these fucking cabinets, bro, and you want to charge me
Yeah, they'll
extra?
upgrade them, but they're gonna upgrade that rent.
You go and look at an apartment in New York City, like you're like, oh look, that's nice. Is that a mouse hole? Aw. Oh, look at that painted over all nice.
Oh, ain't that nice?
New York has too many
And for how much? 3,000? I think not.
New York has too many rats. Not where I'm at. Maybe down in the city, underground. I don't know where they've been floating in. Rodents, yes, but we have a lot of cats, so it's impossible. It's like an even exchange. It's stray cats, and they keep the block clean, and you do your due diligence. You pay here's some little kibbles, buddy.
It's like cat to rat ratio. It's like
Right. I'd rather the stray cats. Thank you. I would rather the stray cats. He said, I didn't know you're from. I'm from New York. Look, I don't take offense. I hate this fucking place. I hate this. I literally sit here, right? People are like, you're from New York? Oh my God. I'm like, look, I'm from in New York City where I'm at. When I look out my window, there's like in-ground pools and shit in the Bronx. And I tell people that, they're like, I thought that there was all piss-infested staircases. No, it's not. I left
Sorry.
that. I left that a long time ago. I got so tired of the piss smell.
Like, no, she has a very nice neighborhood.
My neighborhood's pretty cool. I
Yeah,
just,
it's
I
nice.
just, I just don't like people like they're very nosy.
It's
They're,
not gritty and grimy as say,
people thought I was actually in the country when I was live streaming one day. I was walking, they were like, "Dude, you got a lot of trees." I said, "Yeah, I got a lot of crackheads on the block too, but we don't even know anymore." But I like,
welcome to the Bronx.
I don't like the Bronx is funny. It's almost like you go under a bridge and it's like hood, and you go back residential. So it's like if I want to go to the hood, I'm like, oh, I just take a couple of bus stops, and I could post up in a video, act like I'm doing my drill shit, and then go back and be like, oh my God, those people are so disgusting.
I could never.
I could never be seen with those folks. My God.
Yeah, no. See, where I'm at, you have certain sections that you just know you don't belong, and it's not racist at all to say. But all right, check this out. Where I'm at, just like New York City have long ass blocks.
Yeah.
Like say like 139, carries forever, right? So where I live, it's called Rivermont Avenue, and it starts from the bridge down here, which is maybe a block and a half, and it goes all the way up 501, which is state road, and it goes all the way to another county. That's how far Rivermont goes until you reach to where the country club is. And you're no longer in Rivermont, you're in white folk land.
Yeah, that's what it's like over
The
here.
$300,000 houses and the country club and the nice grocery store that I go to, and the private school, and this and the golf course and the gated houses and the yeah. But as soon as you cross Randolph College and you take that right on Bedford Avenue, yeah, you're in the hood.
I always have like a sound in my head. You in the hood. You in the hood now. No, that's how it was in Yonkers, right? If you wanted to see Jadakiss and the Locks and all of them, you had to go under a bridge and come up, and you had to make sure that while you were going under the bridge, like it was a movie, that you changing your clothes. So you got the backpack. You're like, yeah, so yeah, so I'm from the hood.
Yeah, LOX.
You know what I'm saying? So that was one thing I hated though, like
posing. Look at that posing, just posing.
People used to come by my block, like, I heard DMX was here. So, yeah, he's just right down the block. Okay, can I say hi to him? See, you don't just walk up.
If you want to, listen, but I'm not your tour guide, bitch.
You don't walk up to local celebrities like that. You don't walk up like, oh my God, so how about that? You don't do that. Like,
so what's up with the new album? Can I get a sneak peek?
I always, it was weird. I was shopping one day. I was getting a Dutch, and Jadakiss is in there, and it's like a whole bunch of people standing around him, and now it's crickets because it's like you're at the deli, and you just like, so he's like, oh, why you smoke a Dutch? What you smoking a Dutch for? I'm like, Do you know that you are Jadakiss, J to the kiss?
J to the mwah.
And he's like,
That
yeah,
raspy ass voice of his.
yeah. Tell yo, I would never smoke his weed again. It was one of those.
You
It was
won't
one
do
of
it
those.
again.
It was one of those situations that like you try. You know, like I don't know if some of y'all have ever been out smoked, but I was a new smoker. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
I kind of
Lord.
got used to it. Like, okay, smoke, conspiracy theory, and then you chill, right? Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you talking to a person that is not an active smoker like that, who just figured out how to roll, even though it was a bullshit job, right? To sit down and smoke weed and act like you down with Kiss and all these motherfuckers, it's like you walking away, and you're like, okay, thank you. And now the looks like some Mary Poppins shit is about to occur, and you have to fucking walk home and still look normal as they watch you walk away.
It
You
was at
know,
this moment that he knew he fucked up.
man, listen, I swear to God, I was running. It was like slow motion. Ooh, the trees were like, yeah. I was like, oh.
Have you ever seen the movie Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas? The part where Johnny Depp is tripping balls because he turns and there's lizard people everywhere.
That's how I felt. I was like, what the fuck was this? I said, is this weed? Like I was like, what kind of weed is this? He's like, oh, that's that sour. I said, well, it was a little bit too sour. It was now and latest.
Surprise, motherfucker.
I was scared to death. I was scared to sleep. I was scared to watch television. I said, okay, let me watch Law and Order. And then it was like the most horrific episode. And I'm like, I'm never smoking. I am never smoking again, ever. But then you never get that high ever again, ever. Ever.
Oh yeah, no. Once you get that real scary high, your goal in life is to never get that high again.
No, I wanted to. I was trying to achieve that shit. Next
I
thing I
know.
know, like, try some mushrooms. No.
No.
I would never try motherfucking mushrooms. I think that's when y'all will never ever see me again. You can be like, where did Minx come?
Oh,
She's psyched. She's psyched. Yeah.
she's up there somewhere.
She's psyched out. Yeah, she
Like, how high do you really want to be? Do you want to be functional, or do you just want to say fuck this?
I want to be able to see dimensions.
Crack, then. Crack will be your next drug of choice.
That's what everybody has told me. Like every woke person that I've spoken to, they're like, you ever tried shrooms? I'm like, no, why? Oh, then you've never lived. I was like,
Yeah, marijuana high and alcohol drunk is good enough for me. As long as I can function, I can find the bathroom and there's toilet paper. I'm fine.
no, I be literally.
Oh, and you have water, because I might have cotton mouth and I get very thirsty.
You have to have a good show, right? If you smoke with me, you have to have a good show. You can't come and just be like, let's smoke, and then we just talk. No, you better have something ready on
We're gonna have
Netflix,
snacks.
right?
I'm gonna tell you, I got so, I got so high, honey. I drank like 8 measuring cups full of water. I didn't, when you're high and they tell you where the regular cups are, but they're not cupping enough for you. So
Right.
you just grab the biggest thing you could find. But yeah, that was me. I was drinking out the Purex measuring cup. Like, you know what? 4 ounces, 4 ounces, 4 ounces, 4 ounces. That's about 18. Huh? Okay, 4. All right, cool. I'm still high as shit. I still can't feel my tongue. I'm scared. I'm hungry. I want to go home. There's a Wendy's open. I know there's a Wendy's open. Yo, let's hit a Wendy's. It's 2 a.m. Wendy's is closed. Fuck. All right, well, now we got to go home.
Always a
Okay.
win.
No, well, there was a Wendy's, but they started closing. Yeah, tripping. Big ball. So then I get outside and it was snowing that day. And I take 2 puffs of big snow and just jammed them in my eyes. 'Cause my eyes were so dry.
I literally would do the same shit.
I thought I was
Everything
going
feels-
blind.
Everything just feels so hot. You know what I'm saying? It just feels so. Your neck gets hot. Once my neck gets hot, I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
I will jump into a lake. Okay, I will jump into Lake Minnetonka. Okay,
Honey. Like, once I got home, well, I was with my aunt at the time. I stayed at her house for the weekend. As soon as I got home, I went to the kitchen, made 2 peanut butter syrup sandwich. I mean, thick ass peanut butter syrup sandwiches. Turned on The Sopranos and was lovely.
see, I couldn't watch that. I couldn't watch that.
That's my
speaking
shit.
of,
Speaking of, God damn it, y'all, children. Man,
This
what
was a
has been
tough one.
going? I didn't want to do it.
That was a tough one.
That was a tough one.
cried.
I was at work and I was like, "Yo, what?" Yeah, Ray Liotta, man, legendary actor, voice actor for GTA 3 and Vice City.
He was in GTA 3?
No, he was not in GTA 3. He was in Vice City.
Vice City.
Was it Vice City? Yeah, he was in Vice City. Oh my gosh, like he died in his sleep while filming a movie.
I actually I laugh because I think Gino looks like him a little bit. He looks like him
Ray Liotta.
when he if you look at them as kids, they look alike.
Aside from Goodfellas, Narc. I like that was a bomb ass movie.
I first came across Ray Liotta when he did Karina.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
That was my
I
favorite movie.
didn't see Ray Liotta until Goodfellas, but after that, I started watching more of his movies.
Karina
'Cause he's
is
got
it's
range. The man had range.
I was
He could play
actually
it.
going to use Karina as a for a music video concept. Like I want to dress up and be like Whoopi Goldberg's character, have a cute little girl, probably Gina, and me, doing my thing, my acting shit. Because I really accepted I'm an actress, you know what I'm saying? He said, you ain't got that thing if you ain't got that swing. He said, you're gonna blow. Every time I'm at a stoplight, I sit there and think, I'm like,
Let's see. Let's read off some credits, shall we? Because this man has got some range. Okay. Let's read off some movies. Let's see. Do. They're kind of all over the place here. He starred in such movies as some of these were like straight to Flex TV or Tubi or something like that, but still pretty good still. He was in a movie called Street Kings 2, Motor City. He was in The Son of No One. He was in All Things Fall Apart. That's the one movie 50 Cent lost a lot of weight for, and nobody watched that movie, but I did see it. It was good. Dominic Eugene. Let's see. Powder Blue, Control, Operation Dumbo Drop, No Sudden Move, The Rat Pack. I did see that.
yeah, that's a good movie.
Phoenix, Unforgettable, Observe and Report, Crossing Over, Something Wild, Turbulence, Smoking Aces, Narc, The Iceman, that's my shit. Heartbreakers, John Q, Unlawful Entry, and the list goes on and on and on and on. This man had incredible range. He passed away. And he also was in The Many Saints of Newark. I kind of want to see that still. It's supposed to be like the prequel to The Sopranos. Yeah, but he passed away in the Dominican Republic. Shit. What a place to go to, though.
I was so disappointed when I heard that shit. I was like, come on, man. Like,
Come on, not Ray Liotta.
like
And
he gotta get
because,
more,
and
he gotta get
because,
more years on him.
and because I got to do it. We probably get blocked, but I got to. I gotta do it. Let's see. Nah. There we go.
Oh shit, I forgot. You could have went on TikTok today.
I could have, but I had my topics here, and I didn't. Yeah. All right. So here's a piece of a clip. I'm sure it's going to get flagged and tagged, but we're going to do it. Rest
Yes.
in peace.
Bruja bars. Bruja
With
bars.
with a Z, baby, with a Z.
With a Z, because I spit bars so fire that it's like spells, man.
You know what? I'm gonna give you that. All right, here's the iconic clip from Goodfellas, where Tommy's telling a story about Secaucus, New Jersey.
Yes, I rap. I sing and produce.
Away in Secaucus, I'm in the middle of the fucking weeds, laying down. He comes over, he said, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm resting." "Here, you're resting?" "Got a fucking beach in a park." I said, "I'm resting." "I know I'm resting. They pull me in, they start giving me all kinds of questions, this and that. He says, "Oh, so what are you gonna tell us, tough guy?" I said, "My usual, zero, nothing. I tell you fuck." He says, "No, you're gonna tell me something today, tough guy." I said, "All right, I'll tell you something. Go fuck your mother." Bing, pow, boom, bing. You saw the paper, Anthony. My head was up like this. So now I'm coming around, I start to come out of it. Who do I see in front of me? This big prick again. He says, "Oh, what do you want to tell me now, tough guy?" I said, Ming, what are you doing here? I thought I'd tell you to go fuck your mother. I thought he was gonna shit.
I love his laugh. Oh my god.
Gee, I wish I was big just once. You're a big cops.
Really funny. Really funny.
What do you mean I'm funny?
It's funny, you know. It's a good story. It's funny. You're a funny guy.
And this one
The
shit
way I talk.
took a left.
It's just, you know, you're just funny. It's funny, you know, the way you tell the story and everything.
Funny how? I mean, what's funny about it?
Tommy, no, you got it all wrong.
Oh, Anthony. He's a big boy. He knows what he said. What'd you say?
You're right.
Funny how? What?
Just, you know, you're funny.
You mean,
So?
let me understand this, because maybe it's me, I'm a little fucked up, maybe. But I'm funny how? I mean, funny like I'm a clown, I amuse you. I make you laugh. I'm here fucking amuse you. What do you mean funny? Funny how? How am I funny?
No, just, you know how you tell the story. What?
No, I don't know. You said it. How do I know? You said I'm funny. How the fuck am I funny? What the fuck is so funny about me? Tell me. Tell me what's funny.
Get the fuck out of here, Tommy.
You motherfucker. I almost had him. You stuttering prick.
You stuttering prick, you.
Ricky, was he shaking? I wonder about you sometimes, Henry.
You may fold on the questioning. Some of that was improvised, and that is so freaking genius of them. Yo, shout out to
I love Joe Pesci, man. That
Joe
dude-
Pesci is like the midget gangster everybody wants to be.
funny how, my funny how, fucking funny how.
I mean, you said it. You said I'm funny. But yeah, shout out to Joe Pesci, man. He's still out here. Rest in peace, Ray Liotta. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Legendary actor. You know what I'm saying? Huh. That is crazy that I know that whole scene word for word. Like, that is
must have watched
ridiculous.
Movie like a million times.
You. Oh my gosh.
That's why the one scene that pops it, like if I had a hologram in my hand and I just wanted to pop up and just show people, like, oh, hold on, watch this, and it pops up in my head. It would be the scene where Robert De Niro is looking and like, you know, he's like, yeah, you gonna die. You about to die. He's just smoking a cigarette.
Cue Eric Clapton. Cue that goddamn Eric.
I would love to play a gangster. I would love to be a Don Diva. I would love that.
I really think in my former life I used to be one because
think
I
I would.
live for mafia documentaries. What did he say, Roger? I didn't want to get blood on your floor.
Yo, I'm
Like,
back.
bro, you are mud stomping the shit out of Billy Bats, and you say what? I didn't want to get blood on your floor. Like he's kicking the dog shit out of old boy because he said, "Go home and get your fucking shine box." And y'all stomp this man to death. And you holler, "I didn't want to get blood on your floor." Are you serious?
See, as a kid, I didn't realize, like, I used to laugh at that shit, but when I got older, like, you know, when you get older and you watch stuff again, and then you're like, oh, that makes sense now. I didn't know that they killed a made man, and I didn't understand that concept of what the made man was until I actually was watching Sopranos.
And he killed one of the top men. Like, you can't do that.
Yeah, my
even
grandparents.
if you were made, the commission, you had to go to the commission.
And then if you go and you ask them, and you say, look, this guy needs to be whacked. They're like, oh, yeah, you know what? That was a very good conversation. You're dead because you just mentioned that you wanted to whack a made man.
Right. And especially if you didn't have a good enough reason, like, not to really get into mob talk, but since we're here, you know, when John Gotti set up the hit on Big Paul Castellano, like, he went to the commission and said, look, Big Paul is like, he's cutting in on he doesn't want us to sell drugs, but we're doing it anyway because it's making us a lot of money. But Big Paul don't want us, you know, to sell drugs. He's got to be taken out of the equation. And they say no. Right. He's part of the commission. He's one of the 5 families. So absolutely no, exactly. Yeah, they said he was connected for real, for real. Um,
Hmm.
I want to say the guy that play Paul in The Sopranos, I think he is too.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh, you saying that? Oh, that even though they were acting, they were really.
they some of them were connected.
I
Some
believe
of them
it.
were connected.
I believe it.
Especially the guy that played what's his name? Shit. I want to get his name together, but the guy that played Paulie in Sopranos, Paulie Walnuts. Yeah.
Henry Hill said Gotti killed Tommy himself. I believe that.
Yeah. See, some of the names were, switched because, you don't want to be a snitch. But yeah. No, I
Well,
I, I
the
truly believe
Henry
that.
Hill case, I know for a fact that went
Him, Tony Sirico. Thank you very much, Max. Thank you, Max, and welcome.
down. What's up, Max?
Thank you.
I know an officer that actually handled that case,
Mm.
the Latanza heist part of it.
Oh.
And as a kid, I'm like, so tell me what happened. I want to know everything.
How much did they really steal?
Enjoy your stay.
Ah, thank you.
I love that. I love hearing that.
I love hearing that.
Not at
And
2 o'clock
because
in the morning.
and because y'all are here and y'all are new viewers, I want to let y'all in on a little something that we do here at RTIM as a token of our thank you for being part of this wonderful broadcast. You get the illustrious here, nigga. Damn, 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 damn. Because you did not ask for it, but you're getting it anyway because it's free.
We give them away. And then they will be NFTs very soon.
But we just give them away freely to any and everybody. So to all of our new viewers, we thank you. And we
Thank
hope that you come fuck with us next week. But yeah, a lot of those people were connected. I'm quite sure.
But all of that shit was true though, right? Well, the only thing that aggravates me, and I guess is the alpha in me. I'm not saying I don't like, the mob stories and stuff like that, but I like hearing about the mob chicks. I want to hear the mob chicks. I want to see some stilettos. I want to see a
The
woman.
furs, the jewels, the boob jobs, the vacations, the kids.
It's like, oh, so you thought you was gonna come over here and try to whack me? Nice try, copper.
Not the copper. Yeah, Sharon Stone and Casino. Yeah, she
Yes.
played that shit. She played the absolute shit.
I
I just
love
hated the way she went out. I hated the way she went out.
she did too much.
Because mob wives did not do that. They didn't just overdose on drugs.
You know what? Here's a movie that a lot of people don't even fucking talk about.
Hmm.
Married to the Mob. That was a very good Michelle Pfeiffer movie.
That was a great Michelle Pfeiffer movie.
I used to love that movie. I just hated the fact that I'm like, you like this dude and he's a fed. You telling this motherfucker everything, bitch. But Michelle Pfeiffer's.
Michelle Pfeiffer's.
I will, however, be putting in I have decided that I am going to go into acting, dead ass. I'm scared.
I've always wanted to try voice acting, but my voice since this whole COVID shit and bronchitis and pollen, like my shit has changed again, and I don't like it. I'm squeaking right now, like I sound like a prepubescent kid. Like I don't like this.
I would love to go into voice acting. I think it's easy money. I have radio shows and stuff. It's just that the radio voice shit, after a while you start feeling like Howard Stern. I I start feeling like Howard Stern sometimes. Like, I have the podcast voice, which I do know. People say I have the podcast voice, but it's like I want to show. Would you want to write your own scripts? Yeah, I actually would. I actually have a couple of cartoons that I've done.
I mean,
I have a couple of cartoons that I did. I do voice acting for all the characters, actually. I play
like the Nutty Professor of cartoon.
I'm the Nutty Professor of Apple.
Yeah, Roger, I don't listen to Howard Stern.
I used to love Howard Stern when I was
that's not really that was kind of he had a certain audience. I'll say that.
Is he racist though? Oh, of course, 100%.
Of course he is.
He says a lot of dumb shit too. But I used to love, like, I used to sneak when your parents, went to the bathroom or some shit.
If you had to sneak to watch that,
you'd be like, show us your titties. Show us the titties. Show us the titties.
Hey, if you can fit 25 hot dogs in your mouth, you get a free boob job.
If you show a little cleavage, I will.
Maybe a nipple through the shirt.
Oh, come on, Howard. You know that I didn't come on here for that. Show us the titties.
We don't give a fuck. Show us the titties.
And that girl, that his sidekick, she was hella egging him on.
Jeff.
Right.
Jeff, listen, Mob Wives, that was my shit. But Carla
Robin, yeah.
annoyed the fuck out of me. I was Team Drita all the way. And Big Ange. I love Big Ange.
I loved Big Ange. I like the Big
Rest in
Ange.
peace, Big Ange. I love Drita and Big Ange. Because God knows that all we need to do is have a little wine. Like, I love her voice.
Listen, I went to an Italian wedding just like the movies. Just
Did-
like the movies.
Did someone ask for a favor on the day of their daughter's wedding?
Of course. I felt like it was weird because I was the only black person there. And yeah, I felt out of place. And they didn't treat me like, oh, this is his girlfriend. Like, they didn't treat me like that. I just felt like
They didn't break out the M word and call her Mulian. She's here.
No.
She's infiltrating.
It was weird. Like, I felt like again, like with me and my man, we talk about these things. I said, do you feel weird when you come to my barbecues being that you're the only white person? He's like, no, I don't look at it like that. I said, okay, cool. Because I feel weird when I go to anything that you invite me to.
Right? Especially if it's like, if you can count on one hand.
Right. I get there. I'm the only black person there. Actually, the other black people that are there are the help. And they kind of looked at me
Ooh.
like, they were like,
what you doing here?
how'd you get involved into this? I was like,
They let you in the front door too?
right. And it's like I'm sitting there, I'm standing around, I'm eating my food, and I'm joking around with the waiters and stuff. Like, and again, everyone's looking at me like this is not the place for that. Right.
I mean, let me tell you something. You might think this is the hood, but this is
But it was very surprising. I felt
I'm
uncomfortable.
gonna go to an Italian wedding.
I felt uncomfortable for no reason. I feel like we psych ourselves up because we're like, I'm going to be the only black person there. I think we psych ourselves up and then it becomes unfun when it really is fun.
But did you lie?
No,
You were indeed the only black person there.
I was the only black person there.
Outside of the help.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
that's
I don't think that they were like looking at me like this is the only black girl. Cause a lot of them, they don't think I'm black anyway. I'm
Geek
like,
Smoke, what's up?
I made sure to let them know that I had to show a little blackness. Okay. Had to establish
Mhm,
I had to establish my dominance at this party. I went over to that DJ and I said, could you please throw on some Before I Let You Go?
And don't give us the Beyonce version,
No.
please.
No, I was teaching it. I felt like Will Smith and shit. I was like, okay, y'all gotta go like this. All right, go. And but I psyched myself up for that. So I told Gino, I said, look, when we get married,
Don't tell me you let the electric slide.
I had to.
Oh,
Because then after that, for the rest of the night, it was all like
why you had to initiate the dancing? Because you was the only one with the rhythm,
I
even
felt
though you can't dance.
I felt uncomfortable. I was like, yeah, I really
Like no. You went from a guest to the entertainment. You're now the entertainment.
I had to. I was was like his name Ziggy? I hope you did a
Oh
good job.
yeah.
I did a pretty good job. The wife was nice. The wife was very sweet to me. She came up to me and she's like, thank you so much for coming, Minx. I'm like, thank you for having me. And she's just like, do you want to take pictures with us in the photo booth? And I was like, no.
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 Showing y'all how to dance was my limit. Nope. But I do appreciate the invite. Yet again, the food was good. I'm gone.
I am not Homie the Clown. So I literally was like, no. But
And now you're the token black person to take pictures with. Like, yeah, they just made a whole day out of you. They played you. They played you.
Gino, he felt so bad. He was like he
Yes.
doesn't, I can't say he doesn't see color. We all see color. But he's just like, I hope it was comfortable for you. I hope you had fun. And I know that it was not used to, the stuff that you're used to doing. I said, what? You guys playing that techno shit all night? That little house electric music and,
Just pumping and
yeah. But they played songs I was familiar with, like NSYNC and stuff. Like I was like, great. Let me just throw these back real quick. Yeah.
oh look, Backstreet Boys. All right, glue.
Anyone got a Newport?
100.
I have a Virginia Slim. That'll do.
Oh,
Well, you
God.
know when you're drinking,
Who
everything's stinking.
smokes those? Like, do they still sell Virginia Slims?
Yeah, they do. Them pencil ass cigarettes.
Man, them joints was like long, honey.
I haven't smoked cigarettes in about maybe
You'll be sitting there like this, like your cigarettes be this damn long. Like,
5 years.
this cigarette will last you all day. This was a Virginia Slim. Them
See,
bitches was
if
long.
if I'm a mob princess, queen, whatever,
You get the little filter tip.
I need to have that long ass
That,
cigarette.
yeah, no, you need that filter tip.
Did you quit smoking cold turkey? Yes, I did.
I did as well.
I did.
I invested in a lot of Tic Tacs to the point they should have sponsored me.
Virginia Slims are for rich people. Exactly.
You know what I thought which cigarettes I thought were bougie as fuck? The Benson
Parliament.
and Hedges.
Oh.
Because my aunt smoked those, and I never saw a black person smoke a pack of Benson and Hedges, especially the gold pack, in my life. Because I figured if you got the gold pack of anything, that meant you had a little class. She was a little sophisticated. But she grew up, she lived in the project. So I'm like, how bougie are you? Like, you know what I'm saying? But
That's how I was. I was a Newport head, and I quit cold turkey. It was
when
a very
I
hard.
started smoking like Black and Miles. Like I came out the gate with the shit.
Oh, Black and Miles. Oh no.
Yeah, oh no, it's right. So I quit
Oh, no.
those and I went straight to Newport Shorts in a Box.
How many years did you smoke? Since I was 16. I quit at like 26.
About the same. I quit back in 2012.
You smoke trees? Nah, man.
I can't.
Not
My-
recently.
My
Not
bronchitis will not allow me to do so. Even though it's somewhat legal in my state now, I can't do it.
I'm like, y'all wait until mofos
Excuse
to
me.
now make the shit legal. Like edibles, never again.
I would love to try one.
Never again.
I would love to try an edible.
It kicked in on the train.
Newport cigarettes sponsored by black people. They sure the fuck are. We will keep Newports and RJ Reynolds in fucking business. You hear what I'm saying? But now they're talking about banning menthol cigarettes. Now, what is that going to mean for black folks? Well, it's going to be a lot of irritability.
Biden hates us.
It's going to be a lot of irritability. It's going to be a lot of people quitting their jobs because they can't have a smoke. There's going to be people getting beat the fuck up because it's hot and they need a cigarette. It's going to be people just getting, I hate to say it, might get shot because I've been nicotine free for 2 weeks and I'm on edge. Like, you know what I mean?
They take
Like-
away everything that makes us happy.
Well,
Everything that makes
even if it kills you, you know what I'm saying? But
they sell tips you could put on cigarettes and make them menthol.
that filter,
I
you
heard
know,
of that. I heard of that.
it's a cigarette that a friend of mine, she bought a pack because they did not have Newports. And here you can buy them in the county and they're actually cheaper in the county than in the city. What they consider this the city, I don't know why. But this is I forgot the brands. I think they were Marlboros, and they had the little, you have to crack the filter. And I'm like, you have to do what? Like a glow stick? Like you have to break it? Camel, there we go.
Ugh.
The face you made.
Oh,
I smoked a Camel once, died.
that was homeless shelter days.
I took 2 hits of that Camel. I'm like, no, I'm good.
If you wanted to quit smoking, you smoked that
You
shit.
smoked the Camel.
And beggars couldn't be choosers because when I was in the homeless shelter and nobody had no Newports and shit, I was like,
Roger, I'm from a small little hick town called Lynchburg, Virginia. No, we do not lynch people. That's the oldest joke in the book. It's fucking tiring. I hate it. We are the home of the very infamous Liberty University. I'm sure you've seen the ads on your TV. Yeah, we're sorry. We do not claim them. We do not claim Liberty University. DC, see, Lynchburg is about, depending on who's driving, you're looking at a good 3.5 hours northeast.
damn.
Yeah, about 3.5 hours. Like I said, if you have a slow driver, it's about 4 hours. You have to get through Manassas traffic to get to DC.
Max is moving back to DC in about 4 weeks.
Oh, you sure you want to?
Nice.
And the thing about this whole DMV thing, listen, again, and I cannot stress this enough. Stop trying to do that to us. We are 3 separate entities. Okay, there's Maryland, there's Virginia, and then there's the District of Columbia, aka Virginia Junior. Listen, what you cannot do is take a piece. No, because DC be trying to claim Virginia, at least Northern Virginia, so bad. Like the farther northernest tip of Virginia is only 20 minutes away from DC. So thank you, Max. Let us be individuals. That's all I'm saying. You from the DMV? No, I'm from Virginia. There's a big fucking difference. Like I can't just get up and go to DC when I feel like. I mean, I could. It's only $60 round trip on a bus, but DC ain't. They're trying to claim Alexandria. They're trying to claim Arlington. Listen, honey, that's still Virginia. Y'all, they're talking about some anywhere the metro bus goes is considered DMV, which certain metro buses do cross between Maryland, DC, and Virginia. But honey, that's only because of the metro line. That has nothing to do with us as a group.
It should be
Yes.
separate. As a therapist, I need
credentials for each. Thank you. I've never been to Maryland. I would love to go. Would love to go to Ocean City. I would love to, man, no. Listen, I hate, see, exactly. No, Jeff, no. West Virginia and Virginia are not the same. We do not have sundown towns. West Virginia certainly does. And I do not stay in West Virginia longer than 2 hours. No. Now that's about a 6-hour ride from where I'm at currently. There are sundown towns in West Virginia still. We don't have those here.
What's
They
up,
are
D
not the
Blaze? D Blaze?
D Blaze in the building. Where you at? Where you at? Pop in. Pop in. Hey.
I just texted him. I was like, I'm on caffeine.
Yo, D Blaze. Now that you're here, I hear you got a song with a certain somebody. Would you like to plug that, please? Yeah, no, I see the moves, man. I see the moves. It's big shit. Congratulations on that, man.
Yo, my cousin, D Blaze, the pyro, is in the house. We got to get him in on a conversation one day. We really do.
Yeah.
We got that. We got all these extra slots available for y'all to come up and cam up with us and talk. Definitely got to get more people in. Treat this like a little clubhouse type shit.
If y'all are down, all we have to do is send y'all the link. Somehow, if you have like Facebook or something, or we could email it to you, or whatever the case might be. But you know what I'm saying? We definitely gonna start doing that. Make that shit more, more lit. I mean, we lit, but
Yeah, I want to have more like a big conversation. Like I said about the social debates and shit. Like I would love to get two people that are arguing on Facebook, be like, would you like to tune into the social debate? You guys can debate each other for a chance to win $500.
$500. Yes, I want in. Send me the link. Please.
I will argue with you professionally, bitch.
But you get 10 minutes. You better make it good.
That's why I say, like, people on my Facebook all the time, they say some shit like, why do you waste your time arguing with people? I'm like, bruh.
I don't call it arguing. I call it trying to get two sides.
This is content, bruh.
That's all it is.
I tell people, I'm like, don't make me make an episode out of you.
Facts. You talk shit about us today, we talk about you tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll be like, I treat it just like Joe Buttons. Hey, y'all. So the other day, a motherfucker decided to tweet me. Let's bring that up. Bring that up on the screen right here.
Yeah, right.
Let's go. All right. This motherfucker that ain't tuned in right now.
Speaking of him real quick, you know how he claims he's bisexual, right? But now he's like on vacation and he's been taking pictures of himself and the women that he's been with.
Who, Joe?
Yeah, I don't know what he's trying to convey here. I mean, yes, you can be bisexual and still take pictures of beautiful women that he's with.
I think he's confused.
He's just living his best. I think he was just trolling because it's Joe and people. He knows that it's going to get a conversation. It knows it's going to get him trending. It knows it's going to get him popping. He probably needs some views for the podcast because that's the next episode. That and the fact that Sci-Hi the Prince has decided to diss him again. And he's like, man, why he's playing? No, Joe Budden,
Joe Budden.
Who was disrespecting the singer? I need names. Who was disrespecting
Oh my
the
God,
singer?
let me write this down because we ain't spoke about his ass and watch something pop up about him.
Here's what's gonna happen.
I want to know what turns you on.
I want to know. I
No, honestly,
wanna know. Whoa,
I
whoa.
have been literally, I kid you guys not. Like I said this to my cousin D Blaze the other day.
That he does, Max. Serious.
I said,
Very crucial.
I think that the problem is people don't listen to R&B no more. I
No, people
listen
don't know how to be sexy. It's
I
all
listen
about fucking in the bathroom, and that's it.
I listen to drill music while I'm taking a walk to the store, and I want to punch everybody in the face that look at me funny. Everyone, oh fuck you looking at, like But then when you're walking down the street and you're listening to some, you know, keep bleeding, keep bleeding, love, love. Now that person looks at you funny, you're just like, oh, it's like a scene from a music video. Maybe they find me attractive.
Oh Lord.
So some people are ops, and some people are opportunities, I guess.
There was a guy that was going around on just walking around random shit, and people had on earbuds and shit. And he stopped them and said, "Hey, what are you listening to?" And it was like, "Oh, I'm listening to Michael Jackson, living on the wall, off the wall." Okay, cool. What are you listening to? I'm listening to Harry Styles. Do 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 do. And then he stopped this one guy. He was like, what are you listening to? He was like, nah, bruh. And kept on moving. He was probably listening to some K-pop and did not want anybody to know that's what he was listening to. Nothing wrong with K-pop, but bruh, you can't be walking around with the mean mug
All day.
looking all hard. You sitting there like ding dong dong ding dong ding dong ding. Yeah, you can't do
I
that.
just started a new thing though. This is the thing that I've started. You guys ever heard of this app called Omegle? You
Yeah, I've heard of it. Yeah.
Okay, so Omegle is basically like you can randomly talk to strangers, right? You could be cammed up or just words or whatever. So what I started doing, because I found an article that was pretty interesting. They said how to make money with Omegle. I said, you can make money with this shit? I ain't showing no titties. So I literally, every person that pops up, they say, write down the topics. I wrote music. So everybody that pops in, even the fresh ones, I'm like, what are you listening to? And they're like, titties.
Is that
All
a
right.
song?
Right. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about, Max. I was like, what? Well, what are you listening to? So someone says, honestly, Harry Styles. I said, great, thank you. Right. So I take a screenshot and I put it on my blog. Right. So that's what I'm gonna start doing now. I'm gonna just start asking people, what are you listening to? Like I'm Jimmy Kimmel, but text. And
Hits on the street. I'll say hits on the street.
yeah. So then I said, if motherfuckers would literally just to spend like an hour a day and just say, what are you listening to? I'm listening to Nicki Minaj. Oh, word, I'm a rapper. Here's my link. Check out my.
Plug it in.
Guess what? I picked up about 70 fans that way.
Look at that. Look at that.
Like,
You know what I'm
you're
saying?
lucky you're pretty. I was like, oh, thank you. Thank you. What is your favorite MJ
Oh
song?
Lord, we'll be here all night. Max, why you asked that?
My favorite MJ
Why did you
song
ask that, Max? Max, bro, look at me.
is
Look at me,
Stranger
Max.
in Moscow.
Max, why did you ask that question, Max? This is the quintessential Michael Jackson. You about to make her break out the damn album. She has brought out the damn album. Max, when I tell you this woman here is in love with some MJ. She likes Prince as well, but she is in love with some MJ. When you ask her what her favorite song is,
In the rain,
let's see. You see what you did here? See what you did?
on and on and on and again. How does
Max, you did this. You did this, Max.
it feel? And yes, it really is a record. How does it feel?
You did this, Max.
He's here. No, I'm kidding. Oh man, you guys, this is why I say I miss physical copies.
I have several favorite MJ songs. I can't. He's after what 50 years, ain't no way I could just pick one. Right. It's like, what's your favorite type of bud? Yeah, exactly. Like, I like some of his current stuff that he did before he passed. Let's see. Off the wall. Uh, just the harmonies of it. Let's see what else. What do I like? Oh Lord, you are not alone. Like, that's my shit.
Oh, I heard that. I heard that somebody was driving by the other day. I just started crying. Another
Things come.
I'm so.
How could this be?
He was like,
You're not here with me.
cross the street, bitch.
Like, move your ass. Like, you're holding shit up here.
Facts.
Jav. Jav. Jav.
Did he just say he owns every plant?
Jav. We're supposed to be in this car. Yep.
Nope.
I love Prince. I love Prince. I love Prince.
He said, what? No, you know what?
No, honestly, these are classics, man. Like, honestly, if you have vinyls and shit, I'd be telling people, I don't care how much they offer you, don't sell that shit, man.
No, don't.
Don't sell.
Like, I have the Purple
whole
Rain
thing.
album. I have the Purple Rain album. I don't think
I don't even have that.
I don't have MJ. Like I said, my brother Wiz has dropped by like a whole 8 stacks of records at my house, and they're still here. I'm gonna have to go through his collection. I'm sure he's got MJ in there somewhere.
I have cassette tapes too.
And she still has a Walkman.
I still have my Walkman that I almost died putting batteries in, by the way.
How?
Yeah.
Batteries?
It was corroded.
Oh.
I heard, I smelled that smell. I was like,
that acidic metal death. You might want to pop those out immediately.
I said, I think I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die right now if I don't take these batteries out. Gino's like, what is that smell? Everyone's like, oh my God, what is that smell? I was like, it was me. It was me. I was trying to listen to some Erykah Badu.
And well, it was Erykah Badu. Don't burn this house down. Shit, don't do that.
Yes.
I'm
but
sure I still have a CD player somewhere in my house.
I still have a CD player. I have a taped player. I was just talking to my friend the other day. Remember the clips? Remember at McDonald's you used to get little clips?
The little minute clips, yeah.
They need to bring that shit back. Erica's selling that incense for $60 a pack.
Not if it's smelling like her poussoir. I don't want it.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine? It smells like sex in here. No, it's just Erykah Badu's incense.
Erykah Badu. That's what she should have named it.
Patent that.
Listen.
Speaking of patenting, please make sure whoever can keep your eye on that trademark for Juneteenth, please.
Yeah, because nobody asked for that bum ass great value. You couldn't give us Breyer's Turkey Hill Great Value Juneteenth trademark ice cream.
It is up for
taste the freedom. It said
Juneteenth is up for grabs for the trademark office. The day that these people at Walmart got dragged to hell
and beyond
was when they did an emergency release.
But notice they didn't pull the LGBT the Pride ice cream. They did that immediately after Juneteenth.
Well, we would have to find out who owns the trademark for LGBT.
Well, they didn't trademark that, but they took the Pride ice cream off the shelves as well. I know they did the Juneteenth because Black folks were not having it.
And that's not even the colors. That's not even the right colors.
We basically got a Here Nigga Damn award in ice cream. Like they gave us this.
And not only that, they labeled the trademark as it being
their shit.
Right. But the company was the company that bought it, the Juneteenth trademark, already, like their intentions were to sell Juneteenth as bakery goods.
No.
So I was like, so what else was y'all was gonna give us some cookies? Was y'all gonna give us some cookies and all this other shit? Because when I went and I looked, because I had a couple of people, my TikTok is pretty much full
of appealing.
It was full of my TikTok is full of a bunch of different people. It's not just Black people that follow me. This is a whole cluster of people. So I have certain, quips about constantly discussing race. So I don't usually do it. But when the time calls for it, I do speak on it. And, that's when people start showing their true colors. I'm Black. I got to keep reminding folks that I'm Black. Black issues do affect me. I do ask questions. I do approach things with both eyes open and ears open as well. Like, I don't lead with emotion. However, that Juneteenth shit was fucked up. I
Yeah,
don't care
no, I wasn't with
what
that.
anybody says. How do you, as a company, the face of this company is a Caucasian male
Sam Walton.
who literally went and applied for this trademark. They didn't apply it for it this year. They applied for it ahead of time, which means that this was intent. It wasn't like, hey guys, why don't we just like take the Juneteenth stuff and we should just give them fucking cookies. That's not what happened.
Not only that, you had the Juneteenth plates, Juneteenth napkins, Juneteenth tablecloths.
It's the
You had
freedom for me.
It's the freedom for me.
And using Abby.
Oh my
Like, this is why I
God.
hate mad. I get mad because they say things
And
like,
we said on this show about 3 or 4 months ago that watch these big companies start to use our intelligence and start to use our AAVE and start to use and it's the such and such for me. Yeah, they were going to start using that to try to market their shit. And damn it if they didn't do it. And who did it first? Walmart with some off-brand ass Juneteenth ice cream.
but this is why I don't like what like companies that hire these social media managers. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm in a group of social media managers and I have to really dig through to find a person that is my hue. So when you look at these companies and a woman, well, let us say they buy an outfit and they're modeling an outfit, you see the reply, slay sis. Brittany, serious Brittany?
Who did that? It was a brand that actually did something similar to that.
Fashion Nova.
Oh yeah, there we go. Thank you.
Fashion Nova told people they got their pandemic shit. Their what is it? The stimulus check.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, slay. Take that stimmy. It goes a long way, bitch.
It goes a long way. No, it don't. It did not go a long way. I could not afford an outfit with that.
I got that shit as a text message, bro.
It's the slay for me. Get 20% off on your next Shein purchase. What?
But this is what we mean when they say you talk white, you talk black. Y'all try to act like that shit don't exist. It's a cultural thing. Thank you, Max. It's a cultural thing, right? I've been told for years, you talk white.
Ooh, iced out. I like.
I talk white. I was like, I don't talk white. I talk right. Okay. Correctly. I speak correctly. And
I mean, I could switch it up when I need to now.
And this is the thing too, at jobs and stuff like that. It's not a change up for me. It's more like these are your superiors. So you're not gonna say, yo, what up, yo? What's good, man? You saw the game.
You know what? I don't code switch. I don't. I really don't, because that would be me being fake, and I'm not fake. I'm not that person. So when you see me on the street, that's how I am at work. I'm just a little more respectable because I'm around a lot of older people, and I do respect my elders. I'm not a total fucking heathen, but I don't code switch with my supervisor because she's about as ratchet and hood as I am. She white.
Once I feel them out, yeah.
Code switching to me is like, why do you feel you have to do that? You could be professional and still be yourself. I'm not saying you have to change your whole lingo. I'm not saying you have to change the inflection of your voice. Like, this is me. This is how I speak all the time.
I don't know how I speak.
I just try not to.
I honestly don't know how I speak. Like, I actually
that's hard not to cuss at work. It really is.
I watch my podcasts. That's how I act. It's like I'm like 8 people in one.
Oh shit.
Right. So it's like I'll talk and I'll just be like, hey, what's up? Welcome back to the Mix Show podcast and blah, blah, blah. But my cousin actually says, it's because you're animated. And because you're animated, it's like I have to act out all the characters because you weren't there. Right. That's just what it was. So if you guys so tell us about work. Right. And my mom and everyone used to love when I would talk to them about work. Like, let me tell you. So I went to the water cooler and this bitch Brittany came over like, girl, like, and my mom's like, she's doing it again. She
doesn't realize it.
She's doing the thing. I'm like, doing what thing? You're acting out, everybody. I'm like, doesn't everybody like act out? Like the people, like, how do you tell a empty story? Yeah. So then Tim went down the street and then he realized that, he needed gas. No,
I put the inflection in my voice, but I don't
I got to act
switch the
out.
voice up.
I got to act out. So I'll say, yeah. So Tim was riding down the street and then he ran out of gas and he just could not believe it. Right. That's just a normal person. This is me. Yo. So Tim, he got out the car. He was like, what the fuck is going on with my gas? And I'm like, you weren't there, so I have to act it out. Like, I have to.
You have to get the full gist, the imagination of it. Use your imagination.
This is why people have said I would make a perfect stand-up comedian because it would be like you were there. I wouldn't have I would have to have the punchline from the beginning. Like, I'm just not good with punchlines like that. But I think I'd make an awesome stand-up comedian.
I would too, and you know what? It would be accidental as hell because when I tell stories, I don't mean for it to be funny. I really don't, but I think the way I tell it, it just makes people gut laugh, which I think it's a plus for me. I take that. I wasn't put on the earth to be a comedian, to be honest. But if what I tell you, just I mean, I'm accidentally funny on purpose.
Gerard Carmichael just told an hour-long story in his last special. I mean,
yeah,
might as well.
that's all I do is tell stories. Like shit that actually happened to me as a kid and as I'm growing up and as an adult. That's all I'm doing is sharing my life experiences. I'm sorry that you're getting a chuckle out of the fact that I almost broke my neck trying to do a swan dive off the stoop. Like that shit just don't happen to normal children. I should be dead. You feel what I'm saying? See, and she's laughing, but this was no laughing matter when I did the shit. And it didn't mean to be funny, but it is. And I can laugh about it because I'm still alive. I'm still alive.
When you come to New York,
I'm still alive.
when you officially come to New York, I'm taking you down to the Laugh Factory.
I would love to go.
I will take you there and be like, hey, guess what, guys? She's next.
Oh, you bitch.
I would totally do that. I would totally.
So funny thing happened. Did you guys hear about this?
I think I would be Jerry Seinfeld funny, like stand up. I would probably
kind of dry.
Yeah, mostly dry shit. Yeah.
Oh yeah, nah. I don't know how I would brand. I mean, it's my fucking life. I don't know how I would brand that. It's not self-deprecation. It's just real shit.
No, I would definitely be Jerry Seinfeld.
Like I'm Patrice O'Neal in the sense that what I say and how I say it, if it comes off funny, then that's great. But what I'm telling you is some real ass shit.
I would say some shit like, so what the fuck is up with job interviews? Like, it's an interview. You still have to train me. What are we interviewing? Are we interviewing if I'm qualified for the job?
Are you hiring me or not?
And then you get the job. And then you automatically know that it's going to be about a 3 to 6 month period because you're automatically training the next person that's going to take your job. I want to talk about shit like that because it's the truth. It's the fucking truth.
And right? It happens in everyday
life.
I
go to work. I don't go to work to make friends. I will start out like you start off with something like that. I go to work. I don't go to work to make friends. And here's why. Freaking party I went to, right? We go to the Christmas parties. They tell you don't drink. Black people, they say don't drink at these parties. Because what you do at this party is going to follow you until the end of time.
Yeah, especially if you work with these people that you drink with.
Right. So this particular day, I'm drinking virgin shit, right? And of course, your boss starts, getting a little tipsy. So you figure that's the best time to ask for a raise, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wrong. Because the motherfucker is so drunk that they promise you the world. Yeah, you know what? We'll talk about that on Monday. And you go in Monday and you're all ready, prim and proper. And you're just like, oh, remember that thing we talked about? What are we talking? What did we talk about? So you don't remember what we talked about?
You don't remember that raise?
You come to your office on Monday morning. First thing, I'm here.
And this is Monday.
Right. So what are we doing? Get back to your desk.
Raise. You better raise up out my office.
You see? And that's why we would need you. That's why we would need you at the Laugh Factory to finish the joke. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, the joke finisher?
You'll be the finisher. Yes.
That's my official role. Joke finisher.
Introducing Minx, the Merciless. And we have 759. The finisher.
Listen, that would be some fun shit.
We should totally do that. That would be a dope vlog.
Has there ever been a funny like comedic duo? That's what's kind of
Penn and
missing,
Teller.
duos.
Penn and Teller's pretty funny.
But Teller never fucking talks.
That's the best part about it.
Penn's doing all the mouthing. Why? I don't want to hear his mouth.
Key and Peele.
They're a hit and miss. with me.
They were those dudes.
They were funny, but it's more of a hit and miss because they have a niche audience, and I'm not part of that niche audience.
I'm in that niche audience.
Like some of their skits were downright funny, but it's something I can't watch every day. And yeah, nah.
That they definitely, their movie Keanu is hilarious. I have never seen that shit, and I'm actually gonna put that on my bucket list. Because in VR, like now in VR, there's like different theaters and stuff now, and like now, like you can, the first person in the room is the first person in the room. So it's like whatever the fuck I'm watching, we watching. What are you watching? Rick and Morty. Shut up.
I'll pick a Rick.
But that's what I love about VR because I'm like, I can't go to the theater, so I just throw my shits on. So Keanu is actually going to be, I'm going to add that to my list. I'm going to put that in the bulletin board. In Club Minx, we will be premiering and showing Keanu come through and shut the fuck up.
Heavy on the shut the fuck up.
Some of y'all don't have no etiquette, even in VR.
Just pretend it's a goddamn movie theater. Shut your mouth and turn off your cell phone.
Way to pretend you feel like you are in the theater. But yet you get motherfuckers that come through, these fucking kids come through. What are we watching? Bitch, you didn't see it on the fucking thing before you clicked on it? But you come in here with a bunch of adults that are just chilling, smoking, drinking, relaxing, and you want to come with your loud ass. Screaming.
Fucking up the mood. Fucking up the mood.
What time zone are you from? I'm from Eastern. Bitch, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. Don't you got school?
Take your ass to bed.
Get the fuck out of this theater.
You're not old enough. Get the fuck out.
Some of you kids, and now you got women talk about they got raped in the metaverse. Man, get the
Are you serious? What?
Yeah. There was a woman that claims that she was sexually assaulted in VR. I was like, so you couldn't do this. You couldn't do this. And I watched the video too, and I'm just
so
like,
so many questions.
I watched the video. I watched the incident, and I just was like, so you mean to tell me you couldn't just turn off your device?
You couldn't just say, well, that's enough for me, and bounce?
You stood there and let somebody flash a 2D penis at you. What the fuck is wrong with you?
It won't even his.
I'm like,
man,
I would never.
You could at least flash the real thing. You sitting there flashing fake peen.
I blame women.
I
blame women. I'm sorry. Women. I hate to say this, and I know I'm gonna sound like a dickhead about it, but a lot of other female gamers feel the same way. You can't hang with us. You have never been a real female gamer. You're not a real female gamer until you're in a Call of Duty lobby and a bunch of dudes are making orgasm noises because they are just dicks like that. We don't sit there and write to the
no pun intended.
Right. We don't write to the owners of Call of Duty and say, I was ear raped. There were men in the Call of Duty lobby as they moaned in my ear. What are you going to do about it?
Incessantly. You got to add that word.
What can you do about it? There's a button you push. It says mute squad. It says mute. Mute. Right? You're never good. Y'all are not gamers, bro. Y'all are not gamers. You're not a gamer until you've been called the N-word, the B-word, the G-word. You're not a real gamer until you have been disrespected, and then you win that back when you scrub their ass. You scrub their ass. Friendly fire and all that.
All of that.
Oh, you want to say hi? Yeah, we're going to get off in about 2 seconds.
Yeah, we about to get off here. Ladies and gentlemen, we introduce our junior program director. Show our junior program director some love. Throw some hearts in the chat if y'all would, please. We would definitely appreciate it. And for those who are just tuning in with us tonight, her birthday was last week? So y'all give her a late happy birthday as well with the hearts. Hi, bestie.
Hi.
All right. So how's it going?
Good.
Good. What's for dinner? You know
Corn,
I ask every Wednesday, what's for dinner?
corn and hold on.
You had corn and pasta shells
Pasta
and
shells.
chicken.
And chicken.
Okay. All right. I had Salisbury steak and pasta shells as well. I don't eat corn. I don't like corn. Sorry. Corn's nasty. I don't like it. Here's what I think about corn. You ready? Tomato, tomato, tomato. I don't like corn. But yeah. Okay, well, that sounds like a wonderful school lunch, though. I fucks with it. I like it. I like it. We all need pasta shells. Listen, I will not eat boxed macaroni unless it's Velveeta. You bring me that Kraft BS, I'm flipping stuff over. I almost died from the expired cheese pack in my grandmother's Kraft macaroni. I will not do it unless you get the Velveeta with the creamy cheese sauce. Don't bring me no powdered cheese sauce. That's not even cheese sauce. It's cheese powder. Don't do it.
You can hear it from right here.
Yes, I can hear. All right, get everybody your hearts and stuff and get ready for bed.
The cheese chemicals. Like, I don't want cheese chemicals. Or the new TikTok thing now. They say don't do this in public.
It's no good.
The little hearts. It was like, do not do this in public, especially in Chicago. I'm like, yep.
Say good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Night, bestie.
Good night. Wait. Is my sound on?
Oh, goodness gracious, y'all. We got the biggity boing boing bounce so Mother Minx could do her motherly duties.
I'm actually working on a virtual world tonight. If anybody wants to take a look at it when I'm done, I actually finished it. I just have to import it, and it's probably going to take me a while to do that. So I might be live when I do that.
Okay, well, y'all kick it with Minx, late night Minx. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm on the late night train. You know what I'm saying? I can't do the daytime streams.
I used to be late night, but I'm 8 to 4 now, honey. I'm up at 6 in the morning.
Oh Lordy.
It's 5:45 if I really have to pee. So on that note, caffeine family, we love y'all. We fucks with y'all. Before we go, and I have to say this because a couple days ago, I learned a friend of mine had passed away from substance abuse. I'm not going to put her business out here, but she was a very open person, and she told me some very personal things about her life that sometimes it's when you hear things like this, your first reaction is like, damn, yo, you lived a crazy life and I bet you had fun. But a lot of times people do things to mask, and what she was doing for a good deal of her life was masking. So what I'm going to say is, if you know anybody that's going through any type of mental health, and I know we say this every week as part of the show, but I'm dead ass serious about this. If you know anybody that's going through any type of mental health, substance abuse, alcohol abuse, like, if you can't be there for them all the time, just drop a line occasionally and just, drop a text. Say, hey, just checking on you. Are you good? Do you need anything? Do you need to talk? Even if it's just for that, because you never know when it's going to be the last time you talk to that person. And it fucks with me now because I regret not doing that for her more. And the fact that she's gone at the age of fucking 42. Like, she should still be here. But no, she had some demons, and she masked it by getting her nursing license and getting her degree and becoming a nurse and doing what she loved for 17 years. And me and her became very good friends at the job where I got hired. She gave me my TB shot. And like, we were friends instantly from there. And because I'm a Libra, and I guess because I'm an empath, people like to dump on me all their personal issues and things like that. And that I don't mind, because some people do need to vent. And that was her venting to me every time. She gave me a ride home from work, and every day we would what we call our debriefs. We just unload for the day. And that's how she got her shit out. And I would just sit there and listen to her. I couldn't offer advice because I couldn't relate to what she went through, but I could just be there for her and listen to her and say, "Girl, fuck that shit. We're gonna knock it out tomorrow. Don't worry about it." And the music, like she was a avid 80s 90s like rap. And funny story, we were listening to Straight Outta Compton. She's a white girl. We were listening to Straight Outta Compton, and she knows all the words. And of course, the song starts off Straight Outta Compton, crazy motherfucking name, Ice Cube, from a group called Niggas with Attitudes. And she stopped and just turned the music off. I shouldn't have said that. I've never said that word before. I'm not a racist. If you want me to pull over right now and let you out, I'll be. I said, Tamara, it's cool. You forgot I was in the car. It's fine. Yeah, you forgot I was in the car. It is completely fine because she knows the song word for word, and it was just a song. And I let her get a pass. I said, you know what? I'm gonna let you ride on that, but goddamn well, you cannot say that any other time. And so one day I asked her to stop off at a store that is heavily black, not particularly white. And I told her for her own safety, because I used to live in this neighborhood. I said, look, when I get out the truck, lock your doors and turn your music down, because right now you're looking very copish with those glasses on and this big ass truck with tinted windows. You look like a cop playing NWA, and people are going to ask questions. So just turn your music down, lock your truck. I'll go in the store, do what I got to do. I'll come out. She's not really paying attention. She's in there jamming out to whatever she's jamming out to. I'm knocking on the window. I says, she rolls down the window, and I said real loud, not every black person wants to rob you. Open this door. So that was our running joke. You know what I'm saying? But, she suffered. And sometimes we can't see that because they mask.
Right.
And so,
Enjoy your stay.
oh, well, thank you.
Thank you.
And so, reading her obituary yesterday just made me realize how fucked up I am as a friend. So I just, it's been fucking with me for like 3 days. But I will say, if you do know anybody that's going through any type of substance abuse, mental health, please be there for them. And I'm gonna drop some numbers right here for you to pass on to Google, hand to someone. Mental health, eating disorders, drugs and alcohol, depression, grief support, teen lifeline, excuse me, sexual assault, and a whole lot more. The one number I keep putting down, I keep forgetting to put, is the rape line. But y'all can Google this shit. But yeah, I just want to leave it like, give you all that and really mean that shit, because you just never know when it's going to be the last time you speak to someone, and you're going to be like me, regretting that you did not do that one basic thing, and that was become a better friend. So to anyone out there that I'm friends with that might be going through something, y'all know me on Facebook. Hit me up even if you just need to vent, if you need to cry or anything, because I want to be a better person, because you never know what people might be going through.
Right.
Like Minx could, on this podcast, she's bright and bubbly, cracking jokes. But once we get off air, she might be in the shower crying her ass off, and we don't know why.
That's where I get all my song ideas.
Well, you know what? Yeah, but, and I'm sure she wanted me to keep crying about this shit. So I'm gonna get up off of here. Y'all catch up with Minx on the late night tip. She's gonna be doing her thug thizzle on the VR tip. And
yeah, I might be playing. I might go into VR tonight.
I'll probably stay up a little bit and play some Sims.
So I was thinking about doing the Sims, but that's not really like caffeine TV.
No.
This bitch playing Sims.
I wanna plan my first live, and of course I gotta have my homegirl with me when we do it. So if it's not a podcast, maybe it's just a cut up, and y'all get to know me, and on a more personal level, but not too personal, and I ain't showing off no titties. Oh, speaking of titties, please check on your big titty friends. We are not okay. It's hot. It's sweaty.
And as the commissioner of the Itty Bitty Titty Committee, we are not doing well this week.
Y'all ain't gotta worry about no sweaty ass bra. Like, come on. I have to wear that.
What?
You could probably get away with Band-Aids, honey.
Pasties. Yes, and I'm gonna stay off Omegle, just unless I need to do some more songs and promotion. But other than that, I appreciate everybody for coming through. I personally, I will be back. I'll probably be on actually playing Apex Legends. Y'all can follow me on YouTube to see yesterday's disaster.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, there was a fucking fuck up, and I didn't. I was so glad I wasn't live because y'all would be like, "Minx, you're trash. Why are you even playing this?"
Are you new here?
Like you must be new, bitch.
Yes,
Yes, please follow us on our socials. Yeah, follow me on TikTok. And yeah, we'll be back. I'm gonna try to be here often since I got rid of Twitch. Fuck Twitch, and I'll
Fuck
probably be
Twitch,
on
disrespectfully.
Caffeine. Yeah, I'll probably be on Caffeine a little bit more. And I say that every fucking week, and that doesn't happen. But I'm very serious about it, though. I really am.
And here is your third. Here, nigga. Damn. Because you did not ask for it. And I just wanted to end the show on a more positive note, not that sad shit I just said. So we're gonna see y'all next week.
But it's life. It is life.
It is life, and it fucking sucks. But we got to do what we got to do. You know what I'm saying?
Close out the show. I'm gonna be playing "What Up, Vern," which is "Such Is Life." Why not? Right?
Why not?
All right, so here we go.
Yeah, beast mode. Listen, you say you hold us to it, but you know we're women. We go through shit.
You already know. I be going through.
But yeah. So we'll be back next week, 7:15 Eastern Standard Time for more foolery, more fuckery, more shenanigans. Hey yo, and if you do want to be a part of the conversation, just let us know. Our email is rtimshow@gmail.com. Just say, hey, I'm interested in becoming part of the show, you know, as a little co-host type deal, or you just want to kick it for a few minutes. We'll send you the link, and bada boom, bada bing, you in there. So if this is something that we want to do and start making part of the show or something like that every other weekend or whatever, we'll do that. So y'all let us know what y'all want us to do. If you got any topics, anything that you want us to talk about, rtimshow@gmail.com. Music, rtimshow@gmail.com. Just use it. You know what I'm saying? And on that note, we's out this biatch. Till next week. We love y'all. And again, happy Pride Month to, you know, everybody in the LGBTQIA plus community. And go out and be great and, you know, be an inspiration to somebody. Yes, or not. Whatever. We don't give a fuck. But yeah. See us next week. Do that. See us next week.
Yes.
Turn me up. Mama said, give it to God, the stress will kill you. Knew these niggas most of my life, they unfamiliar. Everything showed to collapse without the pillars. Junkies get a couple of chances, but not the dealers. Went to sleep a couple of blades under